all doing? Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hope you're all well. I watched the Truman Show the other day. That's why that's stuck in my head. Yes, how are we all doing, folks? Hope you are well. Am I on? Is it on? Is it working? Hang on. There we are. That seems to have cleared out the cobwebs. How's everyone doing? Hope you're well. Because we're watching The Edge of Fate today, I'm this way. So you're going to be more to my left, unfortunately, so you're going to get my horrific profile view. I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. Let's have a little look and see who we've got here. Loads of folks piling in. It is indeed very exciting stuff today. Yes, I'm really looking forward to this. Who do we have? Symmetry, hello, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Scourge of Man, how are you? Good to see you. Cyberus, much better, thank you. It's much, much better, yes. It was a bit rough yesterday. It's not completely gone, but it's all right now. I don't go, yes, that's right. How are you doing, Cyberus? Lovely to see you. Fiona, hello. Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Venger, hello, hello. How are you? Mikey G, my good man, hello. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Omega Days, good day to you. Hope you're well. Lovely to see you. DJ Marks, hello, hello. How's Tricks? Martin, hello, Martin. How you doing, my lovely lad? Hope you're well. Philip Roach, hello, Phil. How you doing? Good to see you. Paul Valletta, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Scourge of Man, hello, hello. How you doing? Joe Jedi, good evening to you, sir. Just at the door from work, I made it. Yes, we've only just started. You've got 10 minutes if you need to, you know, do something. If you know what I mean. Yes, that's right. Good, lovely to hear it, Mikey G. Good stuff. Let's start off with a fart. Hang on, I got one on hand here. Just a little one, but they're always the best ones. Yes, indeed. Hellfire Storm, good afternoon to you. Lovely to see you. Agent Zarkov, hello. How are you? Lovely to see you. Oh, it was terrible. And it kind of spread out down here then, and I was in bed like Michael Keaton without his neck on his bat suit. It was like that. What? It was awful. It's all right now, though. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. Yes, it is a pain in the bum. Abyss Destruction, hello. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Nation X, how you doing? The odd one or two things, yes. God, it's a bloody busy day, no Dave's tiny today, isn't it? Don Wilcox, hello, how you doing? Lovely to see you. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Symmetry member for 2 months. Don't forget to like the stream, YouTubers and Twitchers. Cheers, Symmetry. Thank you very much indeed. Don't forget to like the stream, folks. Sorry, what's on my eye there? McDoom, hello, sir. How you doing? Glad to see you. Here we go now. The Eagle DJ, hello, how you doing? Welcome, lovely to see you. Kaylee, hello Kaylee, how are you doing? I missed a leak, so I'm hoping we get the Taken subclass. I saw some leakage, you know, so a little bit of leakage, but not too much. Hang on, it's a bit loud, isn't it? So we'll just have to see what happens. I've kind of been steering clear of it a little bit, really. Daryl Jenkins, good afternoon. Oh, thank you very much. I love playing that game. It's so funny. I can't wait for it to drop and we can all play it together a bit more because it's great fun. Such a good game. Shadow Wolf, hello. How you doing? Yes, exciting stuff, eh? Indeed, yes, exciting stuff. It says 8 minutes, 32 seconds on the countdown. We'll transfer over to the screen when it's 5 minutes to go now. So we can keep on jibber-jabbering as well. What are we all hoping to see? That's a question, isn't it? You know what? I have absolutely no idea what to expect, to be honest. Auntie Mame's in work. Hello, Auntie Mame. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Brian, hello. How you doing? Yes, kinky fellow. Lots of foot malarkeys going on, wasn't there? Because there's a picture of two tiny... What was her name? Was it Orin? Or am I thinking of Star Chaser, the Legend of Orin? Which is very possible. Even though I haven't seen it. I have seen it, actually. I'm lying. I was thinking of something else. Venger, does say hello? Hello, Venger. How's things? Lovely to see you. Is there Twitch drops? Now then. I don't know, actually. Let me go and have a little look at my thing. There usually is, isn't there? But if there is, they haven't said anything. I don't know. Is the answer there? I mean, I'm not sure. Not too sure there, really. Hopefully there will be. Carol, hello Carol, how you doing? Lovely to see you, hope you're well. Lovely to see you, Carol. How's Shelby? Excellent. Good, good, good. Yeah, so this is and I'm glad they're doing this an hour early, because the last time they did one of these things, they did it at the same time as the reset, which is a pain in the bum. So we should be able to watch this, and then I can bugger off and do the reset then. Or I could do a little bit on stream. It depends how you all feel, really. Yes, indeed. Death Knell, good evening to you. How you doing? How's things? Hope you're well. There is an emblem, is there? I didn't see an emblem, pretty sure. 15. Oh, there we go. Then there's an emblem for a 15-minute watch, folks. It didn't show me anything on my thing. It hasn't kicked in for some reason. Oh, I wonder. No, that's different. Yes, that's right. Good. Yeah, so I don't really know what to expect from this. I mean, I kind of know that it's like there's concurrent storylines going on with it. Remember they said that? And there's going to be like a front-end rejig with the director. So we'll probably see all of that kind of stuff. I don't know how much story stuff they'll actually give away, because they don't usually give it... Well, I mean, it's only a couple of months away now, though, isn't it? We've been in the garden, almost lost track of time. Oh, lovely. You got nice weather there. I like a bit of nice weather, me. I heard a nasty rumour the next DLC is split into 2 parts, with half as much DLC for twice as the money. They're trying to charge 80 quid. And I don't know what they're going to charge, to be honest. They haven't really said. We're going to find out now. We do know that the... what do we know of? I've forgotten. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm thinking of something else. It'll come back to me if my brain kicks in. Barbara, hello. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Hope things are well. Gemsy, hey Gemsy. How you doing? Lovely to see you. God, it's busy in YouTube land today with so many streams going on. Is there? I bet there is. Got the GTA people picking all over that trailer as well, I'd imagine. Yes. My face feels like it might have caught the sun. Oh, are you weather beaten? Are you weather beaten a bit? I need a sizzling thing. I've only got a frying pan though, Carol. Sorry. Dan, good evening, Dan. Hope you are well. Lovely to see you. Hope you're feeling okay in recovery. Good. They're doing it early so they can drop the pre-orders of the new snipper rifle. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to get off my arse and do a bit of this stuff now. I've been in Ark Raiders land all week. Doing well. It's 2 AM in the morning and you must be bloody knackered, lass. Craven, how you doing? It's a lot better. Thank you for asking. It's a lot better, not so creaky and painful. It's actually 90% better, I think. Yes. So, God, that was... That night, when I finished streaming, I think... Because I was like, you know, you're like this, and I'm looking up at the camera and shit. Then... I went to bed like that. I put some deep heat on. Yes. And that did seem to help, but then I woke up in the middle of the night again then with an hurting. But it's gone now. It's all easing off. Yes. Which is lovely, of course. Yes, indeed. Because pain sucks. We've got a nice bit of sun outside the window here now as well. That's lovely. Looking forward to it. Well, today we've got this, of course, Beanster. Thank you so much for the follow on Twitch and welcome to you. So we've got this reveal. And then we got Rite of Nine launching at 6 o'clock, which is the new dungeon malarkey. Don't really know exactly what's happening with that yet. But there's that. And there's also the new PvP mode dropping as well, which is the punch-in, kick-in one. What is it? It's the heavy metal one. With fights between Drakes and Briggs. Which is pretty cool. So I'm going to have a go at that as well. Sincere D, hello. How you doing? Lovely to see you. All well, thank you. How are you? I'd like a new race, even if it's other humans. We feel weird leaving the system, but still finding Hive and Fallen. Also, maybe some old content returning. That would be enough for me. I don't know if we'll have another race. I'd be surprised if we have another race. I agree with you. We need one. But I'd be surprised. But they just brought in the Dread. Is that what they're called? The Dread of the final shape. So, statistically speaking, we've got another few years yet before we have a new race. 2 AM here too. Must be in Australia. Yes. Oh, and good old Oz. Excellent stuff. Techian, hello. How you doing? Lovely to see you. Oh, yes. Right, we've got 2 minutes left now, folks. So I'm going to go over to the thing. Where is it? There it is. Look. It says Edge of Fat. Because I'm there. Let me move me. Hang on a minute. That's hilarious. Oh my god, Symmetry, thank you so much. Gifted 5 memberships on YouTube. That's bonkers crazy. Thank you. Hang on a second. I'm just moving my face a minute. Thanks. Because it was all over everything. Hang on. Where is it? Group. There we go. Let's just do that a little bit there. There we go. Down into corner. There we go, then we go over. Oh, that's better. That's Edge of Fat. Lovely. Okay, let's have a look here. Who do we have here? Symmetry, 5 memberships. So it's got to Nation X. Thank you, Symmetry. To Alan. To Pop Base Me. Or Pop Base Me, yes. Johnny Dark. Dismay. And Ivy. Oh, no, and Ivy P's been a member 17 months. Fantastic. Thank you, Ivy. And thank you so much, Symmetry. That's very kind. That's lovely. It really is, really does help me out. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Leo Nestor, hello. How are you doing? How's things? Watch your clip with Jower and Cybers and laugh like a child watching you enjoy. That's hysterical, that is. That's hysterical. I did enjoy that. That's very kind. Yeah, it is, yeah. Indeed. Ever since House of Light happened, my friend and I have wanted Fallen Guardians. Hey, that would be cool. That would be very cool. Sorry, Cybers, but it was funny. Don't get deep heat on your face. That's right, yes. Or your unmentionables either, because that would sting. Yes, that would hurt quite a bit. Yes, that's right. Toowoomba, is that where you're from, Craven? Or where you live in? Ah, Pop is me, well done. Thank you for oh, stream starts soon. Excellent, good. Yes, we're doing good. That's awesome. And the boys, Finn, hello. Another gloomy day in New York. I feel like I'm always saying that. How are you feeling though, Adderpoint Finn? Hope you are doing okay. Excellent. Gulro, thank you so much for resubscribing on YouTube. Let's go to Torah Battle, shall we? Yes. Might be quite nice, that. Be nice to see the old... we haven't seen anything of the Cabal homeworlds, have we? Would be quite nice. Is it too loud, folks? Let me know what it's like sound level-wise. If it's okay. I know I'm loud, but I can't help that. Can't complain, lads. Can't complain. John Cravens. Yeah, I like John Cravens newsroom. That's how they used to sound like. Hey! Good lord! Are you all both in a similar kind of area? That's hilarious. It's Butters! Hello, how you doing? Ooh, hey up. Hey up, kids. Hang on to your undergarments. Screen's gone blank. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Steve Flamefinger, how you doing? Get trailer. Right, here we go.
What follows light and shadow is silence. That silence breaks. I am summoning you as a new age begins.
Exciting stuff, citizen. Hello.
Sapient life turn to each other. They remember how to look to the stars.
Wow, look at that.
Remember curiosity.
Mighty Skull, thank you for the follow.
They remember how to thrive. But they have forgotten. They forgot we were here long before the Traveler.
Ooh.
They forgot that they need us. But they are fated to remember. I will remind them.
I like that L bit.
I'm sure you will.
Ooh.
But not through me. Find
Who's that?
someone else.
Interesting. What the hell? Who's this? Somebody inside her. Who her?
My will is my own.
Oh, that's cool. That was cool. That was cool. That was very cool. Alright.
right, everyone. Hello and welcome
Here we
to
go.
the Bungie HQ in beautiful Bellevue,
I like that.
Washington. We have got an amazing stream lined up for you to tell you a little bit about the Edge of Fate and the future of Destiny 2
It is
as well.
Cyprus, that's right, yes.
My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, but no need to worry. As always, I am joined by some of my amazing colleagues here at Bungie to share some of the finer details of the stuff that we're going to be getting
Time
into
for some
today.
coffee.
How about we go ahead and get into it so we can show you what we got. Starting first with this gentleman on my right, and to your left, is someone that you've probably seen if you've tuned into our streams before, or Vidocs, the one and only Mr.
I need
Robbie
a wee.
Stevens, Assistant Game Director here at Bungie. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Andy.
Hey,
It's
the
always a
Prophet
pleasure
Gamer
to
may
spend the day with
do.
you.
Yeah, it's been a nice time, honestly, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Well,
always.
to that end as well, for anyone that doesn't get to hang out as much as we do, can you tell everyone at
So
home a
that's
little bit
the,
about yourself and what you do here?
Thing.
Yeah,
Here we go,
sure.
then. I'll
so,
shut up.
I'm one of the creative and game directors for the game, so that means like I'm a vision holder and I work across the entire Destiny team with people like Allison and Dylan on the couch here to chart a new course for Destiny and a new future for the game, and just incredibly excited to be sharing with everyone today of what we've been up to.
Yeah, can't wait. We've got a big show ahead, so thank you for being here.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, as we move, right on down the line, someone who again has also had the good opportunity to join us on these streams as well, and is now firing some finger guns like a pro. Destiny's narrative director,
was
the
interesting,
one and
wasn't
only
it?
Allison Lures. Allison,
Hello.
how's it going?
It's going so good. I'm here on a couch and I get to yell about Destiny with you. So
Not
it's a
bad
good day.
Yeah, honestly, I'll take that anytime I
She's
can.
delighted.
For anyone who also hasn't had
I
a
like it
chance
when
to
people
yell
are
on
delighted.
couches
It's
about
great.
Destiny
I've
with
always
us
wanted
or
one of
hasn't
those
joined us in
Bungie
the
mugs.
past,
Yeah.
do you mind telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So my name is Allison. I'm the narrative director for Destiny 2, and so that means it's the job of me and my team to make you laugh and make you cry and make you go, "Whoa! I totally forgot about this thing from 8
coffee.
years ago. How did they remember?" It's because we're good at our jobs.
It's true.
So there you go.
Yeah. As someone who gets to sit in on the writers' rooms, I can now doubly confirm that. So thank
I mean,
you
look, I think you're there.
so much.
Sorry, I'm cooing at the angle.
And of course, as we move right on down the line,
What the hell happened
the
then?
gentleman there at the very end of the couch, someone who is a friend to all Guardian kind, who's known far and wide, a member of the Destiny Global Comms team here at Bungie, Mr. Dylan Gaffner.
Oh, thanks.
Going well. How are you?
Splendid. Oh, sorry.
So well, thank you so much for
Gotta make sure to ask
doing
every
the
day.
whole
I
thing
appreciate
again.
it. All the help I can get. Well, to anyone out there who may not have accosted you on the wild world of social media or is just somehow meeting you for the first time, do you mind telling us about what you do here at Bungie?
My name is Dylan Gaffner, formerly community team, where we would go out, collect your feedback, translate it to the dev team, and then bring their information back to you, kind of be that middleman.
Yeah, they left,
now
didn't
I'm on
they?
Global Comms, so I'm going to be in more of like a puzzle piece organization stage of what do we talk about, when do we talk about it, why do we talk about it, and then just making sure we get the information out to all players.
Yeah, well, we all appreciate it. Thank you for always being the voice of the player.
A bit of a warble there. It was like a
All right,
Look at
well,
that,
now
here we
we've
go
kind of
again,
got
look.
the intros out of the way. Let's talk about our new
Angle-tastic.
saga.
That was a cool new trailer.
Robbie, I'd love
I
to
was
start
stuck in
with
the.
you.
It was cool.
What's up next in Destiny, and where are we exploring?
Yeah, so our first expansion
was she,
this year,
Cyprus, right?
The Edge of Fate, is the start of a brand new multi-year saga called the Fate Saga. And so
Hey,
we want to tell a story about something older, about the nature of fate itself. Are we bound by it? Can we fight it? Because before the Traveler ever arrived in our solar system, there was already space magic here, Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so ultimately, this is a story that we're going to explore one of Destiny's biggest mysteries and the foundations of the universe itself.
You're talking about the Nine, aren't you?
Who
Yeah.
told you?
I think it's
Subtle,
How did
I
you
know.
know?
I'll
Yeah.
Lift you up.
We
I
did
like
such
the
a good
Nine.
job
They've
with
always been my
Destiny.
We
favorite
buried that
thing.
lead, didn't we? Yeah.
a little bit.
But they because they're
To
enigmatic.
that end,
Perhaps knowing
so
more about them
who
that
and
won't
maybe
be
more
as much
appropriately,
fun.
what are the Nine?
Yeah, so buckle up. In the simplest description possible, the Nine are extraordinarily powerful beings that have been in the solar system for way, 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 way longer than the Traveler. We can think of them as being kind of connected to each of the major celestial bodies in Sol. So that's each of our 8 planets plus the Sun. Sorry, Pluto.
It's messed up.
Didn't make the cut.
All right, fair.
I
Poor
don't make the
Pluto.
rules.
It's
Yeah,
only a
there you go.
planetoid.
But the important thing to know about them is that this is why we're going to be so focused on the solar system for the next
She's
saga.
nervous, bless her.
We want to ask questions about our home that we've never asked before.
Yeah. So when it comes to the Nine, obviously, Eagle-eyed Guardians have been able to spot references to them for quite some time, whether it be outright ominous or a straight-up game show in some cases. Can you tell us a little bit maybe about what we should expect from them?
Expect to be surprised. We're, like you said, the lore of the Nine really ranges from like Star Horse infinitely neighing to the Nine doing genuinely awful, awful things in our lore. And so the important thing to know about them is that the Nine are individuals. This isn't a collective. It's not like a hive mind. Each of them are kind of their own being, their own person in the loose definition of a person. They have different wants and desires. They can ally with different members and fight with different members
The
too.
Twitch drops would only be on the main
the
channel,
words of one
Citizen.
of our characters
Yeah,
really
you'd have to
early
be
on,
watching
there
it there
are
or have that
aliens,
on, and
then
me on
there's
as well, of course.
aliens, and then there are
Yeah, 15
aliens,
minutes, I believe, you
and
get an emblem.
That latter one is what the Nine are qualified as.
Fair enough. All right, so beings of obviously immense power, something that the Guardians have gone toe-to-toe with in the past. We've even faced off against the very embodiment of the darkness itself.
Yeah.
What could be tougher than that?
Yeah, so this is something that we
She's
think
the one
about
who
a lot
killed
about.
Cade.
'Cause
No!
ultimately, the Nine seek to free themselves
Yeah.
at no matter the cost to humanity. And because they're extra dimensional in the ways that Allison are describing, they're not bound by the same rules that we are, that we've really experienced before in the game today.
I
And
like
so
that a
humanity and the
lot.
Guardians, to many of them, are ultimately just bugs that can be squashed on, that they don't really care or think about beyond, achieving their ultimate goals. So.
Yeah, I mean, like, for the last
Are they gonna
10
show us
years,
stuff, do you think?
Guardians have really just been making their own fate.
Yeah.
I mean, so the Nine is challenging
See
that.
the sniper, he's
How
not
are we
doing a
going to deal
good
with it?
job.
Yeah, whether we like it or not, the Nine have a plan for us. And like you said, Guardians are really good at making their own fate and going out and deciding who they want to be. But what happens when
Turn
them
a
deciding
page.
to make our own fate is exactly what our fate is? Like, what if that was the plan all along? These are
Hey, Terry, how you
extra-dimensional
doing?
beings. That means they perceive our reality in a very different way and can interact with it in a very different way.
It's like they're a move ahead in chess.
Weird.
But you
Chess!
were mentioning, obviously the Fate Saga.
Don't talk
is
to us
one
about
of the subjects
chess.
of today. How long can we expect the Fate Saga to last?
Yeah, so the Fate Saga is going to
you
play
Stab
out
there. Hello,
over
Stab, how you
several
doing?
years, and ultimately, we know where we're driving this car. We know where we're going with it. But the conclusion of the Edge of Fate itself is going to leave you with more questions than answers, and it's going to be the catalyst into this new multi-year saga. Because we really want to return Destiny to being a game about big questions, right? And so the way we think about this is about pouring jet fuel into
Yeah, it
the
is the whisper, isn't
speculation
it?
engine of the game. So we're going to be revealing a lot of ideas, a lot of concepts, and many of them we're not going to be answering immediately.
much are they
because
gonna
we're
show
telling
us
the
then?
story over multiple expansions, and we're going to be giving you those expansion
Carol's
beats
waving to
more
you,
times than we have
Job.
before in the past. And so the Year of Prophecy kicks off with the Fate Saga, and with it, humanity is now
Yeah,
set
I
on
agree,
collision
Ivy, it's a
course
planet
with
in my
the
eyes, I don't care what
celestial
anybody says.
pantheon of the
There we
system
go.
that has
Launches
been
July
here for a
15th,
very,
confirmed.
very long time. And so the Edge of Fate launches on July 15th. And then the second expansion of our Year of Prophecy is Renegades, which comes this winter. And then later in 2026, we've got Shattered Cycle and The Alchemist. It's a lot of stuff.
Ooh!
A lot of exciting beats. And
Shattered
the Edge of Fate
Cycle,
is
that's
just
a
the
broken
beginning of this
bike.
long journey of this,
And
this
The
awesome
Alchemist.
vehicle we're all jumping into and driving together.
Okay,
and
it's quite
gonna
nice to
take us
see-
some new places.
That's exciting.
Like the next
with
year
regards to
as
the,
well,
the Edge
you
of
know?
Fate right here in front of us. You were also
They're
nice enough
obviously
to bring
planning,
class
you know,
something
to
today.
carry
You got
on.
some gameplay with you,
Oh
right?
yeah, we got some clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we should show those off.
Gameplay!
amazing.
Here we
Check
go,
it out.
gameplay! They were called, yeah.
Conceal. Guardian, I had a vision. Conform, comply, return. They just wanted to show us disasters. Observe, connect, conceal. I'm not human anymore.
Who's that?
Return, conform, comply.
It was Gordon Freeman.
No one else should know what this feels like.
Oh, what are they? Whoa! Eat that, Fallen.
Enough. Terminate.
Oh, nice.
Position, Commander. Remove your scornful blindfold.
Oh, see their shields? They have prongs on them. Whoa! Intrigue it? Who's that then? Whoa! Ooh, looks interesting. Looks interesting.
All right, that gives us an awful lot to go ahead and continue to dive into. And here to help us go ahead and explore a little bit more of it, everyone, you probably noticed we've been joined by someone new here on the couch. We are privileged to be joined by someone who's the originator of perhaps my favorite all-time Destiny emote, the one and only Dave Samuel, art director here at Bungie. Dave, how's it going, man?
Look, they've brought him in from the marathon side.
For anyone who maybe for some reason somehow doesn't have that emote in their
Oh,
collection
this
or
Monty bounced
hasn't
a
seen you in
rocket
a
and
past
turned into a
fight-off, do you
moving
mind telling
ball.
us a little bit about what you do here at Bungie?
Yeah, I'm art director on Edge of Fate. I work with the art team to
It looks very good, doesn't it?
visualize the
That was
narrative and
intriguing.
design and kind of bring it all together.
It's a lot to bring together. Thank you very much for being here
Nice
today.
look to it.
So, with the Edge of Fate, it's
Please
obviously
be
the
a
first
demon. Make funny
expansion in the
noises.
Fate saga. Allison, I'd love to start with you, actually. What can you tell us about the Edge of Fate?
The Edge of Fate begins with an invitation, and we are invited, along with a very specific group of people,
Hello,
to
Dave.
a location, to a moment in time, for a very specific reason.
Very specific purpose.
Very specific reason and purpose, yes. And the place that we're going to is called Kepler. And so you may be saying, now,
here we go.
Allison, hold on, hold your horses
You read
1
my mind.
second,
Yeah.
because the Kepler I know is the one that's way outside of our galaxy. What do you mean we're going to Kepler? And I say, like, dear friend,
Got my
don't
emblem
you
of
know,
moth.
if you look inside in Destiny's
Cutthroat.
universe, the Oort cloud at the edge of the solar system, you'll find a little planetoid that also happens to be named Kepler here in the world of Destiny. And that's where
Small,
we're going,
green, and
to
planetoidy.
Kepler.
Super exciting. This is kind of a Robbie. We were talking kind of before the show. This is like the like a first taste of something new, right?
Yeah, so what you're seeing here is us just trying something new. We're expanding the universe of Destiny, creating new mysteries to uncover. This whole destination is about exploring a labyrinthian world that
Well
took
done, Mike,
inspirations
part of
from things like
convenience there.
Dreaming City,
Yes, don't forget
exotic
people on
missions,
Twitch,
dungeons,
you've
and
got
it's wrapping
comedy
it all
noises there to
through a
use to express
Metroidvania
your will.
inspired experience. And so at the heart of all of this, at the heart of the Edge of
choked then.
Fate, is a player-driven exploration and discovery of an exotic world with brand new abilities.
So actually, to even just
Right.
maybe dig a little bit deeper, like how is the Edge of Fate going to be different from past expansions that we've made for Destiny?
Yeah, so at the global scale, when
Shut
we're
it, Barrett.
thinking about expansions in the Year of Prophecy and the formula of Destiny expansions going forward, first off, we're doing 2 expansions a year instead of just 1. And think of each of these expansions as a little bigger than something like a Rise of Iron from D1. And so both of these expansions combined are going to be even more expansion content than we've done in the past. And by
So they're
delivering
bigger
2
than
these
Rise
a
of
year,
Iron.
we're upping the pace of major world and story events that really matter to players and are going to be
wow.
pushing
Hey, look,
the
we
Fate
got
saga
Rocket
saga
Pack.
forward. And so we're trying radical new
Fallen.
things with each of these expansions. And so alongside this new destination of Kepler, this exotic
Oh,
world
no, I
that
know what
players
they are.
will,
Oh, no, are they
explore
new?
with brand new
no.
abilities, we also have world tiers. And world tiers allow you to take on a higher level of challenge on the destination
World
in order to
tiers.
attract some of the best loot within the release. But what's cool about world tiers is as you play through the mainline story and you play through the
Ooh,
first
that's good.
couple of
Prong.
world tiers, you're going to unlock later
It did a
world
bit,
tiers.
didn't it?
And as you're playing with these abilities, as you're exploring the world more, as you're discovering more within the release, you're putting these puzzle pieces together and you're figuring
Yeah,
out
they did.
how
Well, yeah, we
to
knew
solve,
that. Though,
all the
Avenger,
mysteries
they
on
said they were
Kepler
doing
with
2 a year,
different
see?
ways. And so you might play a puzzle in one way, a mission in one way, and when you're in these higher world tiers in the post game, you can start to solve these problems in different ways that you couldn't before in the original playthrough. And so alongside all of this, we're also going to have a ton of quest content that we're rethinking about how we use within the game. And so on Kepler, there's some non-linearity within the destination itself. And so with a lot of our side quest content that is related to the critical path, but you don't have to play it. It's there for you to explore. It's driven by your discovery of the world. You're out in the field, you discover something and you pick it up, and that's going to help you explore the characters in the world of Kepler more and go deeper on that story. And so, yeah, again, this is all about us just looking at the formulas that we've been building in Destiny over the last 10 years. And
I like
some of them
that.
are really strong, but they're due for some experimentation and some radical changes. And so that's what you're seeing here with the first.
Well, that
taste.
sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love everything you just said. I was a little distracted by some of the gameplay we were showing, like exotic sniper rifle. I think I saw, kind of recognize that.
Oh, yeah.
Some enemies with a couple really cool twists, like. Okay.
Yeah.
But then also there was a guardian that turned into like a lightning ball. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Rolling
there's
ball.
multiple new abilities that your players are
I
going
like
to
you, young
discover
Bob.
in
You've
Kepler that's
got
going to make them
balls.
navigate and look at the world in different ways. But the one you're talking about, Dylan, is we see it as our premier ability, the crown jewel to release, and that's called Matter Spark. And Dave has joined us, and he's helps us take the vision of the narrative and the design and the art and smush it together in amazing experiences. And so I think Dave should talk to us more about Matter
Yeah,
Spark.
please.
Yeah. So
Matter
there's
spark.
this new source of energy on Kepler, this strange dark matter. So the Guardian binds
Sorry, I
itself
was reading
to
something.
the dark matter using the arc powers within. You can think of the dark matter as like a medium, and the arc as this catalyst that will allow you to completely change form. Transforming into Matter Spark lets you squeeze into tight areas, race around areas, jump over stuff, and it also
weird.
allows you to turn into this basically electric rolling ball of death, jolting and shocking enemies.
That's really weird.
So obviously, one big part movement, one big part combat, but I mean, even just in addition to that, to look a little bit, you know, wider, like how did the Matter Spark Ball kind of influence the world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Yeah, you know, the team really
I like the look at
rethink
that.
what it means to build a destination with these abilities in mind.
Good old Nova Bomb.
A simple hill becomes a ramp to get to a new space. A crack in the
What's the matter,
wall
Spark? Why look so sad?
basically will reveal a whole new area to explore.
Bulbs!
It's also a new way to engage with enemies. Instead of taking a bunch of enemies head on, you can find a Matter Spark pad, transform, turn into this electric ball of death, and then just like start racing around the arena, dash over their heads.
That's really
and
bizarre.
flank from behind, and then really give the House of Exile on Kepler a bad
Matter Ball charge.
As well, we should. It's a good day for
4,
us as well.
3,
so what are some of the other
2,
Kepler abilities?
1.
that
Is
we'll
that when
be
it
able to
pops
unlock
out?
while
Right,
we're out there
okay.
As well?
Sonic
each of these
vibes,
Kepler abilities
yeah!
are a mix of dark matter and our
What an excellent
Guardian's
opportunity to
powers.
hurt yourself off the
So
map.
we have the relocator cannon.
It's
which
bound to be,
is
though, isn't it, Cole? They
this
can't-
new
well, maybe not.
fallen dark
I
matter
think it'll be
tech
about 80 quid,
mixed
DK.
with
I think
void.
so, yeah. It's bound
This
to
is
be,
going to
innit?
allow you to bypass laser walls, use these cascading relay networks,
Ooh.
and
Well,
just
that's
basically
nice.
teleport around the world. Another ability that we have is Mattermorph. This is dark matter mixed with strand, allows you to manipulate the environment. You'll be able to
There's more
basically
exploration there
push and
seems to
morph
be.
and move geometry to create bridges,
Isn't it?
open up
Look at that.
doorways,
It's like a
and then
pinball.
also reveal secrets and new opportunities.
Yeah, so what's really important about what Dave is describing.
That's not
and what
bad. I
think
don't.
about building this
More
world
exploration, I think,
was
is
all about,
good.
like, here's this new tool to navigate and see the world.
They did
in a
mention that,
different
didn't they?
way,
Metroid, so
and
a couple of
solve
folks saying that
little
Metroid,
puzzles
yeah.
and mysteries throughout the missions, the free roam, the quest content, and beyond. But also, what was really important to us is that we lean into Destiny's first-class ability gameplay. And so, with Matter Spark, like Dave is mentioning, you're jumping, you're dashing into enemies to destroy them, you're doing giant explosions with them. With the Relocator Cannon, you're just blowing everything up with void explosions and graviton lance style, like projectile, little secret projectiles. And then what's really fun about Mattermorph is you can just be like throwing these strange shurikens basically to just like delete an
Imagine there
encounter
being
before
any
you then
glitches
like
in
start to
that. No,
morph the environment.
it'll all be
around
fair
and
above
move
board,
to the next
Dave.
area. And so it's just really exciting I'm incredibly excited about watching players just like solve puzzles and fight encounters in ways that like we don't even expect yet, and see how they take on the destination. And just like I really want to emphasize, you're going to be upgrading these, and when you get into especially the post-game experience, it's going to unlock, there's something unlocks with Matter Spark that really changes the way that you can play through the entire destination.
Yeah.
So when we're talking
Interesting.
about dark matter.
Yes.
We have darkness abilities like strand and stasis already. Like, how is dark matter different?
Yeah, so dark matter and darkness are two completely separate things. They're completely different things. But dark matter does exist in our world. In the world of Destiny, we know it as being tightly connected to the Nine. It's what the Nine are actually made out of. In our world, dark matter is invisible. You can't really see it. And it wouldn't be very fun to make a destination where there's an
absolutely
invisible thing that you can't
everywhere.
actually see.
It's a space
So
between
lucky for us on
spaces.
Kepler, there's a bioluminescent microbe that allows us to see all of this substance that's impacted this world so much. It allows us to see how it's impacted.
I hope
the
there's a giant
plant
pinball
life, how
machine
it's
in there somewhere.
impacted
That's what the pinball was
behavior
in,
of the
definitely.
peoples that we're going to encounter, and we can see how it has been able to bring
does.
these things that are kind of
Brian, he
unstuck
does.
in time into this current location.
I do have to put on my drifter hat for just a second and, like, what is
I
it
even
smell
I
like?
don't have a
What does it
time sausage
taste
stick.
like?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dark
Have I?
matter smells
haven't. I
and
got a fridge
tastes
magnet.
like bleach and math. Yeah, it's true.
Cannot wait to get that chip flavor.
Yeah,
Bleach and
We're gonna make a
math.
sandwich today after.
It's zesty.
Yeah, it's really good. Actually,
We could
so
do,
on the-
Keith.
on the
Sounds like a
topic of
lark
stuff
to me.
in the
Big
trailer
Jock,
as
thanks so
well,
much for the follow.
We heard someone talking there. Can you tell us who that was?
Sure.
Yes.
That was Lodi. Lodi is a new character that we're introducing in Apollo. Not in Apollo. We're
I
introducing him in the Edge of
Who does he
Victory.
look like?
I want to give a special shout out to Brian Villalobos, who portrays Lodi and does a spectacular job. This character is fascinating. He's kind of a fish out of water, but the fun thing about tropes is to kind of put a twist on them, right? So what if that fish that we pulled out of the water was the most qualified fish to be pulled out into the air?
Down for anything.
It's down for anything.
Yeah.
And what if that fish was kind of made to be pulled out of the water? I don't want to give away too much because this character is
I'm confused.
way more
What's
fun
he talking
to
about
figure
fish
out
for?
what his deal is, but I will say that Lodi is very, very far from home.
Very fair, very exciting. So,
I
He's
do
a
have to
fish!
call out, too, before we started this, you and Robbie were talking about how Lodi is like a notice me character.
Oh yeah, Robbie wanted a senpai.
I
yeah.
did. Yeah, I wanted someone that I just wanted to spend a bunch of
Yeah.
time with on this new adventure we're going on.
Yeah, a friend that we can look up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right, yeah. Notice me.
Notice
Notice
me
me.
Lodi.
Yeah, of course.
He
It
will,
writes
he will.
itself, or rather, Allison does. So, with regards to the characters as well, so is it a whole new cast of characters in the Edge of Fate?
No, we're going to see some new faces like Lodi and other characters, but we're also going to see some familiar ones too. Ikora
Drifter?
is here. The stakes are high enough
Oh.
that she's here investigating what's going on. And as it turns out, in
His
one of
look
our
is so
major mysteries,
strange.
She's kind of at the center of it. She was invited here, as was Lodi.
He looks like somebody
same as we
cosplaying.
were.
Do you know what I mean?
All of
And he's
it's
got the
kinda tied
old
together.
earpiece in,
So
like
the
an
way-
old
oh,
80s
no,
tech
yeah,
earpiece
like
in.
the
Look.
way we think
You know
about
the
this
old
is about all these
bodyguard
characters,
earpieces in?
their fates are
Have you noticed
intertwined
that?
in some way. There's these puppet masters that have been pulling the strings for a very long time in order for everyone to get here at this moment. And so, as a guardian and these characters involved,
Yes,
they're gonna have
that's
to decide if
exactly
they're
what's audible in
fighting
Tekken. It
fate.
looks so
That's what
normal.
we think about. For these individuals, that's what they're going to have to go through and determine
Should've gone to
about how
Specsavers,
they can
etc..
stand up to this new conflict that is surrounded by the Nine, because they are fated to be here. And what does that mean for them, and what does that mean for their future and the future of Soul itself?
So with
He looks
regards
like
to
he's
sort
from
of
our
these new
time, you know, or at
characters
least
and
the
this world we find
90s-ish.
ourselves in, was there anything about
Yes,
that
out of place,
setting
that's
or
what he
in particular
looks,
that
out of
really
place, that's
influenced
right.
the creation, rather, of this world that we're going to be inhabiting?
Yeah, I'll give you a list of fun facts. First off, if you've been paying attention to Destiny over the last week or so, you already know that there's been people on Kepler for a long time. That's an old-ass computer that you were putting those numbers into. We also know that the Vex are here. They're studying the Nine because it turns out the Nine can do something that the Vex can't. As Dave mentioned, the House of Exile are also here. They've become fixated on a being that they
House
call
of Exile,
the Giver.
right. Of course,
And
they're fallen there,
kind
aren't
of most importantly, the dimensionality on Kepler is really thin. So the 3 dimensions that we can know and see and touch are very close to the realm that the Nine live in. And that means some things from Earth's past have been yanked into Kepler's present.
It's very,
Yeah,
Paul
I mean,
Freeman.
so we've been talking about invitations throughout this, and we need to call out an invitation that's actually going to be waiting in the game after this is over. Rite of Nine begins today.
Yeah.
So I believe we have a trailer to show.
Yeah, you were nice enough to bring a trailer along. I'll go ahead and give it a look really
Yeah,
quickly.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Hey up! He took introducing powers off in there. Here we go, right at the 9 trailer. So this is the invitation. Which 2 of these dungeons were behind a paywall? It was Spire of the Watcher and the Ghost of the Deep, wasn't it? So people who haven't played that before will have a chance to play it, which is quite good. Old Chicago was pulled there. Boom! Well, I haven't played any of these for ages, really, so I'm going to enjoy it, actually, I think. Pretty looking. Very pretty looking. I don't know what the
so
fish
that's
thing's
Rite of
all
the
about. I
Nine,
got
which
really
is
confused about
Our
that.
essential prologue story for
Yeah, I don't mind the
Edge of
Vex
Fate.
either. They're pretty
And
cool.
these 3 dungeons that are featured in this event are free for all players starting today. And so what's really important about this is that these dungeons are both for veteran dungeon crawlers, hardcore raiders, people have been in these places a lot, but also new guardians who have never stepped into a dungeon
Oh,
before.
long arm, that's
right?
the scout, isn't it?
What was
That's
really
the-
important for us when we were developing Rite of the Nine was that we are changing the formula on how we can think about how we can welcome even more people into these experiences. And so you're going to be able to go in solo, buffed up, and explore a dungeon by yourself, or go in match made with other fire team members shoulder to shoulder for the very first time. But don't worry, because we also have that higher level challenge for our veteran, our hardcore dungeon crawlers, where you're going to be able to earn the best possible loot, exclusive rewards, and also an exclusive title as part of Rites of the Nine. What's also really important about this event for being a prologue for the Edge of Fate is that it really reintroduces the emissary into the game, and you're going to learn why her job
That's cool.
is pretty crappy, and why she quits at the top of the Edge of Fate, like we saw at the beginning of this.
I like
show.
that.
And
That's
so,
cool.
Andy, we've been talking a bunch about how our Destiny
Ye and
expansions
indeed
are changing the
whore.
formula for Destiny going forward.
You're right, Brian. He
So
does need
now
one
I
of my
think it's
stickers, eh?
time for us to start talking about how the core hobby of Destiny is changing going forward. The day-to-day of playing.
Here we
Destiny,
go. What's changing?
Experience. And we've got someone else on the couch here to help us talk about that.
We have an expert in that very
It's all
subject
changed. They've
now
all
who will go ahead and
changed.
joined us on the couch. We are now joined by the one and only Mr. Ben Womack, creative director here on Destiny. Ben, how's it going, man?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Yes,
I'm
Fiona,
really
that
excited
must
to
have
be
been
here.
what it
There's a lot to
was.
talk about.
Yeah,
Oh,
there is a
fish.
lot. Yeah,
What
it's going to
fish?
be a very good conversation we have coming up.
Yes.
But before we get into that, can you tell us just a little bit about what you do here?
Yeah. So I'm the Destiny 2 creative director for the core game, or the core hobby, as we call it.
Yeah.
And it has to do with all parts of the game, everything from Edge of Fate,
Whoops.
through our seasons, through the fundamental systems. And in particular, like Rob was saying, I've been focusing on thinking about the kind of building blocks of Destiny 2 and getting those like not only stood up but also transformed and iterated on in some really exciting new places.
Nice. Well, let's go ahead and just start at the top. Can you tell us a little bit about what like the core formula of Destiny is changing and why?
Yeah,
What's going to change
we need
then?
to start with the why first, because it's important to think about what is Destiny, what is great about Destiny. And Destiny is best when you have like awesome chases that you're excited about, you have really cool, powerful builds to make, and there's a mountain to
Indeed,
climb
Paul,
in
yes.
front of you that you want to climb. You're like, I want that mountain. It looks pretty cool. And the thing that is not always true right now in Destiny is like it doesn't feel as streamlined as it could. Players don't have as much agency. You know, we want to be player driven. We want to be more rewarding than we are. Because right now there are barriers to playing Destiny like in the best way. And those barriers are insurmountable sometimes. So think about that whole picture of, okay, what is the Destiny that we really want, that has been in the past, that we also want to get back to, and where we want to go to the future? That's where all the changes you're going to see have started, like at their inception point. So it's a big piece of the pie.
Massive updates coming across so many systems of the game, and this is like we're just getting in, digging into the surface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to that same end, then, how are we making it easier? Pardon me, to go ahead and just get straight into the fun.
Oh no,
of
let's
Destiny?
do it, because that's exactly what we want to do. And the first thing you're going to see when you log into Destiny with Edge of Fate,
Here we go.
You're going to log in your character and see your ship in orbit. It's going to say, it's not going to say open director, it's going to say open portal. And the portal is our new front page of the game. We're trying to like get you to the fun as fast as possible and as few clicks as we can. Like
Right, we have kind of seen this, haven't we? Have we seen this kind of thing?
Immediately there, no
Portal
fumbling
there,
around
look.
the map to get to it really. And we're also taking other big parts of the game, the ritual game and for seasons, and putting them into these ops categories. So the idea is that we're having these different
What's
ops for
ops?
different moves.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're having solo ops. Or have a bunch of fire team ops. We have Pinnacle ops, and of course we have Crucible ops. Still super important for the game.
Yeah. I mean, to start up at
Interesting.
the top, can you tell us a little
Nice
bit more
way to
about
do
what
that, I
solo
think.
Oh yeah. So solo ops is exactly what it says on the tin. It is a bunch of activities that are made for solo players, and the conception point of that was we want to make activities for players who have a smaller amount of time that they want to play in, and they don't necessarily want to have dependencies on other players, but they still want to get in there and play for 10 to 15 minutes.
Fire team ops,
and get
right.
some real progress.
Yeah, get some loot.
Yeah, get some loot.
Yeah.
Get some loot and get your character
play
forward and
normal,
feel like,
quick
yeah,
play
I know I
advanced,
played some
quick play
Destiny, that was
expert and
great.
master.
And even if you don't feel like playing with other people, that's fine, because we have an activity type that is designed for one player.
Excellent. So, I mean, to that same end, what are some other ways that we can play and have fun using Portal as well?
Yeah, so Robbie actually has a great way of talking about this. So.
Yeah, some of the North Star that we talk about when we were developing the Portal early on was like, where are we headed with this thing? And ultimately, it's play your way. It's giving players more agency, more personal drive to figure out how they want to engage with the power climb and the new progression systems coming and our seasons. And so the entirety new progression and power climb
Clearly, Brian,
is now
it is.
all available to you in the Portal at your fingertips in one place. It's really easy to find.
Oh, Big
really
Jock,
easy to
thank
jump
you
in.
so much for
Anything you play inside of that
subscribing for 6
category
months to
is
Tier
gonna-
1.
any
That's
of those
very
categories
kind
is
of
gonna
you.
help you,
Thank you,
because
thank you.
we want that
Have a round of applause. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much indeed.
And we also want this to be like a new even playing field for everyone. And so
Very
as
nice.
part of this is a commitment
Nice
from us as
curtains.
part of the core hobby and all the seasonal content we're building, that we're going to be continually investing in this, right? We're going to be
Gambit
continually
is the
updating
sparrow
this
racing of D2
over time
gets
for
no love.
years to
I
come.
agree, Dave.
And so, you're asking me directly, like, what else is there to do?
Yeah.
Ben mentioned solo ops. We also have the fire team ops and Pinnacle ops. Both these are more around playing with other fire team members, shoulder to shoulder, where fire team ops are more quicker sessions. There are some longer form things in it too, but then Pinnacle ops are more about those really long form or more challenging kind of focused activities like exotic missions, for instance. And so, And then the one thing we haven't talked about yet very deeply, but is incredibly important, and it's something that I think we've done for the first time like ever, or maybe since early D1.
It's kind of a return to form.
Yeah. You're going to be able to experience the entirety of the power climb within Crucible Ops by playing PvP, right? So this means like if you want to be sweaty, Andy, which like I know you, Dylan, too. I know you're that way, right? Like I know both of y'all. Like if you want to put the sweatbands on, you're going to be able to play the entire experience in the season here and earn some of the highest tier loot that's also available in the game. So,
I have to say this is like super exciting because like my player type or other folks out in the community, like they want to go in, they want to jam on PvP, but then their friends invite them to do a dungeon or a higher tier activity, and they're like, oh wait, I need to grind a long time to get up to power. Now through PvP, they can get up to power, and you can just bring them into that PvE experience and have a fun time with each other.
All right, I see.
That's honestly how I primarily played D1, so I'm really looking forward to that. So it sounds like the core.
I thought that's how you could do that anyway, though, couldn't you?
Play the way you want to play. It's right at the center of all of it. What if I really want to challenge myself, push myself?
Oh yeah, that's important to us.
Yeah. So,
Depth's important to us.
well, depth, but
So
also
you lost him at that.
success
Yes,
and
that's true.
creation from it,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we really want to give agency. That's one of the things. Player agency, player driven towards loot and challenge. And so we have a really hugely expanded activity customization system. We have a lot more difficulty levels, and we have a ton of new modifiers. We have 50 new modifiers along with all the old modifiers
C+.
that we've released in the past that are going to
Difficulties.
big curated web of options for
I understand.
you to experience any of the PvE content in the curator. And so, like, we have Banes, not just old Banes that we have, but new Banes as well. We also have boons to help you like get advantages in your activities and for your
Cool,
build.
it's changed
We
quite a
have
bit, hasn't it?
challenges and trade-offs. And the fun part is you're going to get these different combinations that are available, and you're going to then make a mix that's actually going to change the way you play and be pretty interesting, and sometimes be the way you prefer you play. Like there's a new boon called Grappler that I personally love. It's kind of my preferred way to play, where they give you 3 grapple grenades replacing your current grenade. You can't do the melee, but they recharge super fast. So any build you want, you can now Spider-Man around.
Did it say that, Cole?
It's actually
I don't know,
super
I
fun.
didn't see.
So fun. Yeah, I mean, like, what's at the heart of what Ben is talking about is what we kind of call the virtuous cycle, right? Where you're going to be crafting your build, tinkering with the activity, looking at like how you can earn a higher tier of reward by taking on a higher challenge. And as you earn better loot, you're looking towards that next mountain to climb just ahead of you all the time. And so this is really about how far you want to push yourself.
This is quite a big
upwards,
change, man, really, when you
within
think
the
about it.
portal
It's like a
itself.
different
But
way,
also,
isn't it?
We also
Of
are
playing the
thinking about
game.
the people, and that's the depth, right? That's the depth of the challenge that we're talking about.
The progression,
That's
I mean.
But we're also thinking about the people who don't have as much time to play with like solo ops, and also if you're scared of modifiers or you're scared of customizing these activities,
or you just don't feel
or you
like
just don't
it
feel like
today.
doing it. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Thank you. We have a bunch of quick play options, right, Ben?
Yeah, quick play options, and we actually have matchmaking and fire team ops.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we have fire team finder, and so you're able to like
Yeah,
really choose
maybe.
kind of what you're in the mood for.
Oh yeah, we
you know?
technically have matchmaking across every activity that exists.
Except for solo ops, because that's solo.
Right.
But
yeah.
yes,
Yes,
otherwise,
but in the fire
aside
teams
from
and
that
Pinnacle
one.
ops, it's everything.
Yeah, you'll have options to play by yourself or with other people. Oh, actually, a really fun part is you can play a strike by yourself as hard as you want it to
That's
now,
true, yeah,
which is
yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about like all the different.
Oh, right.
builds and
So you can play a
combinations. I think
strike by
at one point
yourself.
You were saying around 50 or something like that. Those
50 new
apply.
ones.
50
Isn't it?
new ones.
That's
So
good.
it's like you can take those into solo ops. Like we're talking about this being kind of leisurely, bite-sized activity, but if you want to take it and say, I don't want Weenie Hut Jr., I want like esoteric level solo hardest thing in the world, like you can kind of customize and do that.
You can just do it from the very start if you really want to.
Yeah.
And
Depends on how deep you want to go.
Yeah.
Really.
yeah, and the point is that you're
Intriguing.
going to like stretch that far, and we want the reward to feel like worthwhile.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, you want to feel like as you're pushing yourself, you are rewarded for it. That is something that's really important to the vision here for the portal. Yeah.
Rewards, huh?
Rewards. There are a lot of rewards, aren't there?
It's funny you mentioned it. Yeah, we've got Banes, Boons,
Rewards!
Modifiers, but let's talk about gear for a little bit here.
Yeah, solo
what's changing
strikes,
about
look.
loot and why should Guardians care?
Yeah, so like talking about chases and mountains and builds, like gear's at the center of all of that. And we actually have 2 giant gear changes. I'm gonna like put in 2 little buckets for us to talk about.
Yep.
The first one is Armor 3.0. And the
Right,
next
yeah, so
one
there's a new
is
armor
gear
thing
cubes.
coming, isn't there?
And so like talking about Armor 3.0 first, we are probably making the biggest change ever since Shadowkeep
It's
around
huge.
the system. It's
yeah,
enormous.
It's a huge change.
Yeah, so like we're adding set bonuses, which is a long requested
There's a new thing.
for all the new armor that you're going to be able to get.
Good Lord,
in
Andy Young, been a member for 12
and
months.
we're
Thank you
redoing
so
all the
much
stats
indeed.
On armor. That can now,
Cheers,
like,
Andy, that's
exceed
marvelous.
100,
Go beyond 100.
Go beyond 100 for extra bonuses.
Yep.
We're going to, every single piece of new legendary armor that drops is going to have all the energy filled in, so you can build crafting right away.
Yeah, they're
And
changing
it's
it, look
going
at
to
those things.
essentially, like, there's more features actually that I could talk about, but I don't think I'm allowed to yet.
Fair. Well, something that we can talk about too. You mentioned gear tiers as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little
Lots
bit.
of
So
bloody
gear tiers are
tiers.
very exciting because every single legendary weapon and
Yeah.
armor that you can get is going to have 5 gear tiers, starting from 1 going up to 5. And like we have a 5 gear tier 5 piece of legs armor on the screen right now, and you can see that like this is like looks really cool with iconography,
So
but
like
it
a
also has
fifth
a ton more
masterwork
stats.
level.
And oh look, what's that?
Yeah, what's going on with the energy there?
Yeah, their energy.
Ben?
Yeah, that energy says 11, and it's true.
Yep.
It's
Where?
not a typo. Like energy is going to 11 for the higher tier.
Oh yeah,
armor. And
energy
so if you
11 of
want that for
11.
your
Look.
build crafting opportunities. It does like give you some new options you never had before. You're gonna have to challenge yourself to get more higher tier armor and keep on going to get yet more higher tier armor to get those options.
Yeah. And this is also not something that's just relegated to armor, right? When it comes to weapons, they're obviously getting their own refresh as well.
Yes,
So
yes.
What's Destiny without chasing some?
you read my mind.
Yeah, like weapons
seriously.
are part of the player identity. You know, some people like have a gun that they love.
You
and
got fashion, and then you have gunplay.
fine,
Right?
that's
That's
Yeah,
true,
pick
but
them
we
to
do
11.
have fashion for your guns a bit.
Hey.
Well, so because once you reach tier 5 for your legendary drops, you're going to be getting tier 5 weapons, and those have unique shader treatment. They
Shader
it's like
treatment.
essentially a completely different look that's going to immediately identify it to you and
Give
others
us blessing.
that this is the highest
Oh my
tier
God, look at all the
tier
stuff.
of this drop that you can get. It's going to show on the weapon, it's going to show on the icon, it's even going to show when you kill enemies with that weapon, because there's unique kill effects for tier 5 weapons that you can turn on or off if you don't want it, but your gameplay will like show that, no, yeah, the weapon
1,
that's
2,
being
oh, that's
used
those
is like the
diamond
highest tier you can
pips
get.
there, look.
Yeah, Giver's
Pips.
Blessing, which I think we have on screen right now. This is one of the Kepler auto rifles, and I cannot put this thing down. Yeah, when we're playing through the Edge of Fate right now, and it's what's really exciting about it for me is that like when you see that tier 5 drop, like you know immediately that's better than like a tier 3 or tier 4 weapon that you have, right? And I think that's when we talk about making Destiny easier to just jump in, find the fun, make it accessible.
See, that's
but
a good
also
thing
create
to
more
have done.
depth.
I was
This
thinking
is
about
what we're
that
thinking
today.
about. It's like how can we just make immediate, like you understand, like okay, this is
An
probably better
immediate, that's a
than
better
the thing I
gun than
have
what I've already
right now,
got.
depending on what gear tier it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
'Cause you don't have
that's
that
a good
now.
example of how much time and
You just
effort
gotta
is
go
being
look at the
put into
perks and
these
go,
game systems to make them more like approachable. Change can be scary. There's a lot of change that's about to come.
That's
to
a
the
good
game.
idea.
Armor
I think that's a
3.0, we have
damn
some
good
new
idea.
boons, we have a bunch of new stuff. And after 10 years of Destiny, this is going to flip some stuff on its head. So, I mean, we're going to have a bunch of blog
Good.
content. We're
Bloody
going to have
needs
interviews with
it.
Robbie, with Ben, with
Yeah.
more folks across the team that have been working on this. And then we'll also be elevating our creator community when they're creating guides, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be a fun time. But ultimately, a big shout out and thank you to all the folks that have been coming into our studio, giving feedback early on some of these systems so they can be more approachable.
Yeah, I did
And
that.
we're looking
I did that.
forward
Oh, no,
to all the
hang on.
feedback
Sorry, I
that's
got
gonna be
confused.
coming
I
after
didn't.
launch, too.
That's
Like,
right, yeah.
This is, again, one of our first steps into something, and then the community, and we are going to build something amazing.
Yeah, and I can't stress enough how much feedback we've gotten from the community summits we've been running over the last year for the Edge of Fate, and just people reaching out to the community teams and others to us. Like, your feedback is invaluable. So, like, seriously, like, thank you so much. We're making this game together, ultimately.
Yeah, it's incredibly important part of the process.
Sorry.
Like, I don't
Well
think we
done.
would be
Good
able to do
timing
what
on
we
the
do without
distant
it.
path there.
Working with the community is obviously a core part. Dylan, huge thanks to you and your team, obviously, for helping to lead that charge. And in advance for the big launch.
That's a
we get to,
nice
right?
little
And
thing.
then also our social media team will go ahead
You
and
know?
get out the door. So
Oh, that's a stronger gun than I've got.
You were
Good.
saying
Get
you
rid of
wanted
that
to
one.
try to break the record
That's
for
why my
longest
vault's full of
twin?
shit.
Well, I'm more predicting we are.
Yeah. So,
It's not about try, it's the state of
I think they
things.
need to be a bit
multi-month
ruthless with
journey
stuff
as we
and
head
cut
towards
some of the
launch.
old
So,
stuff away, you know?
But you know, we've been
Which
talking
is
a lot
absolutely
about the
fine
core
by
of
me because it
Destiny hobby.
needs to feel a bit
How
more
does that extend
fresh.
into like how players are going to experience like a full year of Destiny?
Yeah, so we've
Here we
been
go.
focusing on improving and changing the formula of Destiny.
Artemis,
in multiple
hello,
ways. And
how
so
you doing?
Progressing through the Fate
Hi
Saga
there,
is going to be
y'all.
more meaningful.
That's
with
bloody
2
right,
expansions a
Dave.
year. We've been talking
There we
about
go.
focusing our seasons on the core hobby. of
Holy
Destiny,
arse, the
commitment
mighty
to
skill.
continuing
Thank you for
updating
subscribing
it.
with Prime.
And in
Very
addition,
kind.
we're gonna
Welcome,
have 2
welcome.
major updates between each of our major expansions coming in the year of prophecy and beyond. And so
Edge of
ultimately
Fate.
that means there's 4 big beats happening in a year, 2 expansions, 2 free major updates between those expansions.
Right.
So what that means we're not doing is paid seasonal content anymore. We're not doing separate seasonal
Good.
storylines. And
I'm
this
glad
also
that's
means
changed.
We're not building
I hope,
a bunch of
I'm
activity
glad
content
that's
that
changed.
basically just goes
I really
away
am. That was
and is less
so
meaningful to the game,
stale.
after 3 months. So we're instead focusing all of that effort that used to go there instead into building up the core hobby of the game so the core hobby stays fresh and exciting, year round. And so ultimately, this means no more paywalls for seasonal content, and also these major updates themselves that I'm signposting around.
All right,
now.
yeah,
The
so
size
there's
of them
you basically
roughly, and the
buy that
inspirations that I'm
expansion
working
and then
about is, like,
all of
Into
that.
the
Right,
Light.
okay.
Okay.
So when you say like into the light.
Here we go,
for
innit?
folks
How
that
much,
aren't out there,
indeed,
like,
how much
what-
it, that's
for
a nice
major
new
update,
feature. You
how
should
big
use
is
that to
that? Like,
figure
how
out
do you-
better
how
way.
do you-
Yeah,
So when
that's
I
right.
say Into the Light, a lot of this is like the inspiration of what it was. And with Into Light came a really cool theme that wrapped around all the new stuff we were building within it, but also a lot of the reprise stuff as well. And also, you know, with it came Onslaught, a new type of activity. It came with reprised exotic missions and a rethinking of how we could do like a rad style event, a raid event with the Pantheon. And so for our first major update coming a few weeks after the Edge of Fate launches, we've got Ash and Iron, right? And so with Ash and Iron, yeah, we're going to be returning to the Plague Lands.
Return to the Plague Lands. Can't wait.
It's going to happen,
Plague Lands, baby.
And so,
Plague Lands,
that
kids!
story is going to pick up from where we left off from the Edge of Fate, and with it, we're going to have a new activity called Reclaim, a brand new exotic mission, new types of Pinnacle ops entering that for the first time, as well as, of course, what's Destiny without loot to chase? We've got new gear, new rewards, and 2 new exotic weapons as part of Ash and Iron as well. And again, this major update and the season, all the seasonal content going forward is free for all players. All the activity content that exists in the portal, that's free to play.
Very nice. So even to actually
Right,
go
okay,
one
did you
foot
hear
or
that?
two deeper on seasons as well, what are some of the cool things that we're going to be able to do with the season?
So the
that's
two,
launching
you've got the 2
alongside
big
the Edge of Fate?
expansions.
Yeah,
You've
Ben has
got
been working in this space with
Edge
you
of
for a
Fate
while
and
now,
whatever
so
the
I'm
other
gonna
one's
keep this one
called.
to him. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
so
you've got
we're trying
the
to
seasonal stuff,
make
which is no longer
any
seasonal
time
stuff. It's Ash
the
and
best
Iron.
time
This
to
one's going back to the
Destiny.
Plague Lands, and that's going to be
One of the
free.
ways we want to do that is we want to invest in,
So,
in events that are
not the
accelerating
DLCs,
game
no.
and enhancing every
But
part of the game, but also bringing new,
the,
new
the,
cool
the,
stuff.
the
And
bits
actually,
in
we've been working
between
on
them,
this
the
so
4
long,
things
we actually
happening in
have some new
between
cool
them.
stuff
Sorry,
coming
there's 2
before
things.
the
So
Edge of
you'll have the
Fate.
DLC, you'll have Edge
Yeah.
of Fate, and then
Well,
after you're having Ash and
this Friday,
Ash and
you can
Iron,
play
and then
a
you're having
little
another
event. We've heard it
DLC,
called
and then
Heavy
you're having
Battle.
another free
It's
thing.
Tanks versus Briggs, a
So-
new PvP mode. It's super fun. I wish I was playing it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's hilarious.
And
That
the
Briggs
thing
running
that
around like a
people at home
chicken.
don't
It's
know
like Edge
is
209
the
on
reward. That's
steroids.
a unique thing in Destiny if you invest in this event, if you go and play it. It is a free-to-play event. So this reward is free to play. It is a new combat vehicle that goes in your Sparrow sled, Combat Sparrow, if you will.
Yeah, the
called
Plague Land's
Griffin.
coming back.
And this is a really cool, like, combat-ready vehicle you can take anywhere you can summon a Sparrow. You can summon it and use it to fight your enemies and just have a really good time. And there's some really cool. There's some really cool build crafting things with this vehicle that I don't want to spoil right now, that people discover, but I'm super excited for it.
They all thought they were going to ride those skimmers forever. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've been saying like, what was it? Skimmer is Flash and the Griffin is Splash.
Oh, sorry, you missed this. I was jabbering. We've got something called a Griffin
We
then.
gotta get one in.
Absolutely, yeah. But that's not all, right? Man, like you've got more for
Is that
us,
Edge of
don't
Fate?
Yeah. So, like I just said, there's more events that
Yeah.
we've been making. There's one that's going to happen right after the launch of Edge of Fate. It's called Arms Week. And it's a 1-week-long event, and you're going to be focusing on one weapon archetype in Arms Week whenever it comes around. And this one is going to give you a new legendary weapon of that type. It's going to have some volatile mods that are there for the week that are going to be super interesting and fun to play with, and some focusing you can do. But there is a problem when you say this event is going to be about weapons and about using them.
Yeah.
You gotta have a place to test all that out.
Right, and
Yeah,
so I mean, I've been doing that in EDZ this whole time, and I'm with the rest of you,
Those poor dregs.
right?
Yeah.
But there is a new way now. We have a new feature, a long requested feature that is being added to the game with Arms Week. It is the shooting range. And the shooting range is being added to the tower. It is a now permanent addition to the game with the launch of Arms Week.
That's
You
cool.
can go there and you can try out everything in your kit, everything about your build, with all sorts of simulations.
That is
of different
cool.
kinds of enemies and situations, and it's all real damage
Ooh,
numbers.
look at that.
It's like
It's even got a scoreboard
it's even got a
for
scoreboard
you
right there.
and your fire team.
Yeah, your whole raid
Oh
team
my
can
God, look
go
at that.
down into the shooting range and try out, like, see exactly how well you're going to do for some kind of boss at this
That
range.
is
or
a
those
good
range.
idea.
Most of the damage, right?
Yeah, well, you're finally going to know.
So we have a rally flag. It's not just a shooting range. Like, you can go beyond the firing line and use your abilities too.
Yeah, you totally can. And like, if you wanted to, you could even take in Prismatic and pop Transcendence and try that out. And well, I think the reason why
Look at all
we've seen everyone
those
else
Yeah,
servitors.
it's a good soldier.
Yeah, they,
Standing on that firing line.
Oh, that's a
Building
great
that
thing.
line and standing.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
A lot of theory crafters are going to have to go ahead and have some upheavals to their Google Docs, I'm guessing. But,
This will be a really good tool. Like, as we're adding all of these different systems with gear tiering and all of that, you can go in and check those damage numbers in real time. Like, how do my
Wow,
stats
that's
change?
good.
How are these different gear
me the
bonuses
damage
gonna
numbers,
affect
look.
my gameplay? You can see it in the tower now.
yeah. And while we're talking about weapons,
oh yeah, well,
Bloody hell, that
yeah,
is
no,
good.
there's one more thing. I know
Yeah.
you're excited. So there's more events. Of course, there's more events, and the holiday events are coming up. Where Solstice is right around the corner.
It's
as well.
summertime, right?
It's summertime. Sometimes it's Solstice time in Destiny too. And Solstice has some really cool twists and such that we're planning, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. I want to show you all the new hollow foil treatment we have for Solstice weapons. So here we go. This is the hollow foil treatment for Solstice in 2025.
Oh, look, it's a sea.
It is.
On a beach.
It's amazing every time I look at it.
Yeah.
It is an ocean.
On a
And
gun.
the line, we put the ocean on a gun. How did we do that? It's beautiful. I love it. And any kind of
We've got bonfire
weapon
bash.
that
I know,
drops
innit?
for this event can have a hollow foil.
Yeah,
no
so
matter
it could
what
be
the
a
DPS,
tier 1 or
you
tier
two
2.
fucking
Any weapon
shambles.
can have a hollow foil.
Yeah,
when playing through.
the tier 5 hollow foil.
Ooh.
That's nice
like,
looking,
that's
though,
gonna
isn't
be a
it?
chase. Our other events will also have hollow foils.
Yeah, like Arms Week you're talking
Arms Week
about.
will have its own hollow foil treatment. Like every event, a major event we have will have a hollow foil treatment. The holidays will have their own kind of special one, but yeah, Arms Week will have their hollow foil drops that you can farm as well.
Super exciting. No, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to have way too much stuff to chase down, so appreciate you guys putting all the hard work in, obviously, for that. But I believe...
I don't like sand. It
one
gets
more
in
thing.
places.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking a lot about here are the free updates coming to Destiny, the portal, a bunch of different stuff, Edge of Fate, but we also have another expansion, and we need Allison back on the couch to talk about
Right,
it.
yeah, Allison.
She's the best one to talk
Yeah,
about.
we've got something very exciting, and so once again, Allison, thank you for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it.
Of course. I'm so excited
This is
to
the
do
next
one
bit,
more
is it?
thing.
Yeah, it's a tradition around here, so we're glad that you could obviously go ahead and lead us into this one. But, as Dylan mentioned, we've talked about the Edge of Fate, but this is the first year we're going to be doing 2 expansions over the course of a year. Can you tell us a little bit about Renegades?
Yeah, so we're going to have a
Renegades.
dedicated reveal for Renegades in September alongside our major update, Ashen Iron. But earlier we were talking about how sometimes our formulas can constrain us from experimenting and innovating. And so in that spirit, Renegades is going to be very different from the Edge of Fate. What I can tell you, and we'll talk plenty about it later, is that we're going to be experimenting and innovating with activities, with social mechanics, and more. But more importantly, I want to talk about our inspiration. And so I have to kind of tee it up first. So Renegades is going to be a Destiny, definitively Destiny expansion. This is part of the Fate saga, and it's going to push it forward in important ways and introduce characters that we're going to spend time with for years to come. It is an essential Fate saga story, and it's an homage to a universe that has inspired Bungie from the start. It's a universe that all of us here on the couch grew up with, as well as everyone else at the studio and millions of you at home too. It is a peanut butter and combination, a peanut butter and chocolate combination inside of what we're making that could only be possible in the kind of world that we build here. And so I am absolutely thrilled to be able to give our first sneak peek at Destiny 2 Renegades.
Let's take a look.
Renegades. Was there a Star Wars thing that's Renegade-y? What's going on? Oh no, it stopped! It's Star Wars! What's going on? Oh my god! What the hell?
Okay, Robbie, what did we just see?
What?
Yeah, so that's Renegades, which is coming out this December. And to really drive it home here, Renegades is a one-of-a-kind Destiny experience, right? And just like we on the Destiny team have taken inspiration from other genres like dark fantasy or cosmic horror, Renegades takes the space western vibe and aesthetic that is Star Wars, and it puts it through that Destiny lens. And ultimately, it's created
Jesus Christ!
a new
Sorry, that's just
marvelous
absolutely
frontier
blown my
that
mind.
is
How the hell
emerging
have they done
within
that?
Soul. And so, we're so excited to show Renegades off a little bit today, and to be talking about it more in the future in September alongside the free major update with Ashen Iron.
Forget
But
everything
right now
else, let's just
today,
talk
we're
about
focused
this.
on Rite of the Nine and what's right around the corner with the Edge of Fate.
Absolutely. No, I heard a lot of calendars get marked just now on September, but
Hopefully.
no, super excited to share more of that in the future. But that actually leads us
Jesus
to the conclusion
Christ!
of today's show, which again we covered a lot.
There's been a lot today.
Yeah, this is a
What?
big show.
Yeah.
Honestly, no, we went through a lot of it. So let's go ahead and quickly double check. We obviously went through and
How is
Year of
that gonna
Prophecy
work? How
party
is it
is
gonna
go ahead and
work?
Kick
What's-
off on
what?
July 15th. And this kicks off a brand new multi-year Fate saga and our new focus on the core hobby of Destiny.
Bloody
The
hell.
first expansion, the Edge of Fate, is going to be launching again on July 15th, as I noted, with its raid launching on July 19th.
Okay, hold up. Yeah, so you're going through a lot of information.
You know what that
We already
is, don't you?
covered that,
Oh, yeah.
But like, you can't
That's
just
a stroke
sneak
of
in a
genius, that
raid.
is.
We have
just
a
gonna
new
pull
raid
loads of
coming,
people
with
back
the
in.
Expansion, July 19th. We're going to have a bunch of blogs. We're going to have the rules, regulations, all that kind of
Good
stuff. for our
God,
raid
I'm
race.
absolutely
We
gobsmacked,
invite
though.
everybody to come in, try to go for that world first
That's
title.
gonna be it.
Um,
Yeah,
and
I mean, it could be the best thing
just
ever,
Stay
really.
tuned for more details. We're not going to spoil anything. It's a raid. We got to keep it secret.
Yeah,
But
I'm
absolutely.
I'm
Everybody mark your
absolutely
calendars.
totally
Bungie.net's
sodding
the place
gobsmacked.
to go ahead and learn more. And again, follow our social media channels. Do us all a favor. So in addition to that, again, as we noted, Ash and Iron, our first free major update, will be launching on September 9th. Renegades, very exciting, will be launching in December. And then keep an eye again on our social
Oh, you
channels.
said
We
December.
provide
There we
all
are,
the updates
December.
once they're available.
Merry Christmas,
But
everyone.
As far as today goes, the Edge of Fate and the entire
Jesus
Year of
Christ, that's
Prophecy pre-orders are available
absolutely
starting right now. Now, pre-ordering for
amazing.
starters, the
I
Ultimate
understand
Edition
Cyprus,
will go
but
ahead and
just the fact that,
unlock
it's
the New
that
Land Beyond,
that's happening
New
is what's
Land
gobsmacking.
Beyond,
that exotic
Do you know what I mean?
sniper.
That's
Ooh,
happening.
I can't wait.
How can that be happening?
That'll be
That is
unlockable
so
in addition
weird.
To several other goodies, and also we've also got a collector's
what's amazing
edition that'll
me.
be available. You can see here on screen it will be coming with a
Just
awful lot
thousands
of
of
very cool
walnuts
stuff, including
opening.
this cool statue that you may have noticed here that's been sitting with us on
Pony
stage.
up for that
This
one.
is one that you can
Oh,
go ahead
Dave.
and add to your collection as well. But that's not all that's in there. Is there, Allison?
We got the
That would be
team
great.
got a
I'd
little
pay for that,
excited on
Brian.
This one. We put a lot of
Oh,
little
except it's a
goodies
raid boss.
into,
I might actually end up
into
doing
this
raids
collector's
if it's a Star
edition.
Wars.
So, like that weird metal thing, that weird envelope. Boy, weird. Wonder what's up with that.
Just decorative
Should
points?
probably read it. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do a dramatic reading as soon as
Yeah,
we're
we should
done.
go downstairs immediately after.
It's
this.
really
Oh yeah, right after this.
Count me in.
What's going on?
And then again, too,
I'm
as
still
far
amazed.
as today goes, Rite of the Nine. This is the essential prologue to the
I'm
Edge of Fate.
absolutely amazed.
And like all of our events moving forward, is going to be a free to all players. So make sure and go ahead and check that out when that arrives. And before the show wraps up, make sure and stick around for a little bit longer. We're going to be rating our good friend Sandy
Where?
Cat as well. So go ahead and give her a follow. Tell her we said hello in chat. Pardon me. If you have any Twitch Prime subs or anything like that, go ahead and do us a favor. Drop it over there.
Can you imagine?
And, and check
That's
out her
exactly
stream.
what I
She's gonna be
thought, Dave.
having a
How
good
is that
time.
possible?
But that concludes it for us here today. So for starters,
Jesus,
huge thanks
that
to
is
my teammates here for
unbelievable.
joining me.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, yeah. Robbie, Allison, Dylan, of course. There we go. We got Ben, and of course,
how can
Mr.
that
Dave
be?
Samuel. Thank you all so
What are
much
they
for being
doing?
here
Are they
today.
just taking the
And then, of
aesthetic
course,
of
to the
Star
crew
Wars
that puts all this
and
on,
putting it on the
this
Destiny
doesn't happen
universe?
by accident.
Or
Thank
are
you
they
all
going
so
to
much for
be
all of your hard work
having
and,
Star Wars
dealing
characters in it?
with me on these last couple of days. And of course, to everyone at home, to all of our guardians out there in the community, thank you. It's a tremendous privilege to get all of your hard work.
Having
and,
Star Wars
dealing
characters in
with
it.
me on these last couple of days. And of course, to everyone at home, to all of our guardians out there in the community, thank you. It's a tremendous privilege to get the opportunity to share what we've been working on early, and it matters only if you guys show up.
Well, there you
we
go.
really
It's a
appreciate
different
it.
world,
We hope you
kids,
enjoyed.
than
And
the one
otherwise,
I'm
in the
from. I
meantime,
tell you that.
Until we see you again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other.
Yeah, we're going to watch that again now. How can that be? That is incredible, really. What I mean by incredible is that, of course, we don't know what it's like or anything, but they've got it all there, ready to, you know, I mean, they've got the engine underneath to put a Star Wars skin on top and for it to be the sexiest intergalactic hot rod we've ever seen. So you think it's a crossover, like actual story-wise? I was amazed at that then. Right, we're gonna have to go find this somewhere else now. Hang on a minute. Let me go back to. Let's just go to. Let's go to this a minute. Good God! That was. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. I don't think I can rewind, can I? Let's go and see if it's on you of the tube. Hang on. That was nuts. Sorry, Sam. That would be great. Let's go and have a look at YouTube. Oh no, that's me channel, that. That is great. I don't know what it is, but it's great. I'm baffled and still great. What am I doing? YouTube! Right, so the whole event is there. Right, we'll go and have a look at that. Hang on. Come back, kids. Here we go. Right, okay, so let's go full screen. Where are we? There's a couple of bits I want... Oh, Jesus, here we go then. Ready? Let's have a listen. I want to see what she was saying again as well.
But, you know, as Dylan mentioned, we've talked about the Edge of Fate, but this is the first year we're going to be doing 2 expansions over the course of a year. Can you tell us a little bit about Renegades?
Yeah, so we're going to have a dedicated reveal for Renegades in September alongside our major update, Ashen Iron. But earlier we were talking about how sometimes our formulas can constrain us from experimenting and innovating. And so in that spirit, Renegades is going to be very different from the Edge of Fate. What I can tell you, and we'll talk plenty about it later, is that we're going to be experimenting and innovating with activities, with social mechanics, and more. But more importantly, I want to talk about our inspiration. And so I have to kind of tee it up first. So Renegades is going to be a Destiny, like definitively Destiny expansion. This is part of the Fate saga, and it's going to push it forward in important ways and introduce characters that we're going to spend time with for years to come. It is an essential Fate saga story. And it's an homage to a universe that has inspired.
All right, it's a homage. It's an homage, right? Okay.
It's a universe that all of us here on the couch grew up with, as well as everyone else at the studio and millions of you back at home too. It is a peanut butter and combination, a peanut butter and like chocolate combination inside of what we're making that could only be possible in the kind of world that we build here. And so I am absolutely thrilled to be able to give our first sneak peek at Destiny.
Sorry, I'm amazed.
Renegades.
Let's take a look.
I'm still totally amazed. Here we go again, look. I used to joke about this in the comfortable knowledge it would never happen. Yeah, there we go. There's the blaster. What? With the sparrows. Oh yeah, released December 2025. Motorhead UK, hello, how you doing? Hey, Chef Ronnie, no, this is the reveal for them all. They're all amazed.
What did we just
they
see?
all know that they've got something.
So that's Renegades,
well, that's mad.
Which is coming out,
that is
December.
crazy.
And
regardless of
to really drive it home
so
here, Renegades is a one-of-a-kind.
I'm sorry, I'm just still a bit
Destiny
gobsmacked.
Experience, right? And just like we on the Destiny team have taken inspiration from other genres like dark fantasy or cosmic horror, Renegades takes the space western vibe and aesthetic that is Star Wars, and it puts it through that Destiny lens. And ultimately, it's created
that is going to be a colossal amount of fun. I can't get into it. I've been looking for the Destiny 2 add-ons. I can't see anything.
We're so
Anybody
excited
seen any new stuff in the store
to
yet?
show Renegades off a little bit today, and to be talking about it more in the future in September alongside the free major update with Ashen Iron. But right,
that's mad. That's absolutely bonkers. That is. That's bloody mad, that is. Okay, hang on. I'm going to put my face on you now. Let's refresh again, because is there anything in regard to the pre-orders there? So that's just shocked the shit out of me, that is, quite frankly. I don't know about you. That's great. Yeah, the lights, yeah, it was all great. That was great. See, if it's integral, can't believe it. See, I can't believe it. I just can't believe that there's such a crossover. You know? Do you know what I mean? Let's go and have a look at the Bungie website and see if there's anything going on here. We've got a Year of Prophecy. Here we go. Expansion. Pre-order now. Click on the pre-order. What have we got? Hang on, I gotta sign in first. Let me sign in first. We'll have a look. So we've got a excuse me. Let's have a little look here first. If I go to pre-order, PlayStation, Europe, Pre-order now. It currently says not available for purchase. That was great fun, wasn't it? What is coming is we get help from Star Wars crew and we Guardians have to help Star Wars. It's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous, really. But I don't care anymore. I mean, you know, if you think about it, all the little they've had Ghostbusters tie-ins and all that, and I think if you're rubbing up against that in an abrasive fashion, you think, how could Ghostbusters be in the Destiny universe? You've probably buggered off and left it long ago. Whereas people will go, great, I got an ectomobile for a spaceship. Then you're not going to give a toss really about the. It's not going to be canon, is it? And they said it's like an homage as well. So that is quite mad. I've been and I can't find a price here yet. There, the trailers is there. Oh, here we go. What's this here? So you got the Edge of Fate Standard Edition. You got the So you got the Edge of Fate Standard Edition. Do you want me to show you what I'm looking at? Hang on. PC. Here we go. Right. Hello, Django. How you doing? Good to see you. Sorry, folks. I know I'm not quite keeping up with chat at the moment, but there's so much bloody going on here. So we've got 3 editions, look. We've got the Edge of Fate Standard Edition. So that's the Edge of Fate campaign, a new raid, 1 active rewards pass, exotic ghost pre-order award, instant unlock, legendary emblem pre-order, 1 instant unlock. Then we've got the middle one, Destiny 2 Year of Prophecy Edition, 2 expansions. So that's the Edge of Fate and Renegades. The Edge of Fate and Renegades campaigns, the new raid and dungeon, 1 times active reward pass, 3 times reward passes. Right, so I'm assuming that basically means... What's $34.99? That must be the first one. That must not be the year one. Let's have a look. Hang on now. Anyway, we look at that. The Edge of Fate reward pre-orders, Renegades pre-order rewards, exotic ship, legendary engram available September. Then we've got the Ultimate Edition. Right. So, okay. So it's $34.99. I take it that's for the standard edition, that is. Let's have a look. Still not telling me, so I can't see on there. Let's have another check in. So it's $34.99 standard. So I take it the whole year one then is what? It's going to be 80 quid, is it, for the whole year? Which is what Final Shape was, really, wasn't it? Come on, why won't it do your bloody thing here? Let me see if I can get it in the game. That's a lot easier. Check for update. Pup dates! There we are. Me pup dates. Oh, piss. Servers are offline and everything. Okay. Right, okay, let's have a look what folk are saying. So that $34.99, that's good. D2 update out on Steam. Let's have a look on Steam. Year of Prophecy is both expansion. Yes, no, that's how the way they're going to do it. So it's going to be $34.99 for the Edge of Fate, and then it'll probably be double that for the whole year, which is a lot of stuff really in there. So that must have been Renegades. 99. Oh, it was €99.99. There we are. That's what I thought it was going to be. There we are. So about 80 quid for the whole year, though. So I don't think that's too bad, to be perfectly honest, for the amount of stuff that we're getting. And I think what's happening there, right? Because there wasn't the dungeons are included in that, aren't they? Let's have a look. So I'm assuming that is that the Ultimate Edition. I'm gonna have to wait. Is there a Donald Trump tag? Yes, there is. It's £400 each. That one is. No, I'm still offline. Still offline, folks. I'm afraid. So then, Brian's already pre-ordered it. Well, I'm gonna hold off on a minute. I am. Year of the Prophecy is both expansions. Yes, Symmetry. That's exactly what it'll be. Yeah. So let me go back to show you again. Where was it? Let's go to the Bungie store again. Here we go. Year of Prophecy. Pre-order now. Yeah, so we've got... There's the Ultimate Edition, which is... What was I was just looking at all this stuff, wasn't I? Come on, show me again. Right. So, the Ultimate Edition is the 2 expansions. So that's the Edge of Fate and Renegades. We've got the Edge of Fate and Renegade campaigns. We've got a new raid and dungeon, 1 active pass, 3 reward passes, 3 armor ornamental sets, exotic sniper rifle, new land beyond ornament and catalyst. Do you get the new land beyond? Right, so no, you only get this the Ultimate Edition. Exotic emote pre-order reward, the Edge of Fate pre-order rewards, Renegades pre-order rewards, exotic ship legendary. So there's going to be Star Wars themed stuff there. And they're going to be available on September the 9th. And you got a secret stash. 1 exotic cosmetic, 1 exotic cipher, 2 ascendant alloys, 3 ascendant shards delivered with each Year of Prophecy exotic sparrow. So you've got a new raid, and then you got a dungeon. So that's bizarre. Is that right? So we've got like a new raid and a new dungeon in there. So you just have the new raid. So the dungeon is the middle one. So there's no separate dungeon pass then, as a dungeon key, as we used to, as we know it. Don't ruin my day, Motor. That's right, isn't it? Yes, no talking of no, yes. The Edge of Fate and yeah. Yeah, no, well, there we are. Well, that's fair enough. That's kind of what it's actually cheaper than what I expected, to be honest. Yeah, the collector's edition is... Well, we know the collector's edition is 275, isn't it? Here we go. We got the update coming down. Are you not buying it then, you DK? You're not buying it, you Avenger? This is good. I can get the middle one because I don't care about the sniper. Yeah, so what is the difference on that? The difference between the most expensive ones. Okay, here we got an update coming down. So we got that. That's all the same. Is it Edge of Fate pre-order awards? Middle one. Yeah. One. Okay. Down. That. So yeah, so the only difference between those is the new land beyond ornament and catalyst, and the new sniper, exotic emote pre-order reward, the Edge of Fate pre-order reward. So it's all kind of basically pre-order. It's in-game stuff is all the extra stuff you're getting for that 3rd version. So as far as actual content's concerned, the middle one gets you it all. Is that right? I would say. Yeah, the collector's edition, that's 275. I think that's that should be made to go. That's that one with all the hunters like this. Downloading right now. Me too, it's done. Have I gone? Oh, it's Twitch stopped. What's going on there, folks? That's weird. Oh, I should be back up and running on Twitch now. Sorry, Carol. Am I back up and running? I lost everybody on Twitch. Here we go. Back again. When did that happen? 6:11. Oh, it's only a minute ago. Okay. Twitch is blowing up. Oh, cool. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that was weird. Don't know what happened there then. I just noticed people going, "Arg!" That was weird. I was still on you with the tube there, was I? I think so. Yes. Good. Phew. That was a relief. I think it's finished. I think it's come down, look. Okay. Yeah, Kaylee, I think that's what it is. So it's mainly all the extras there. I think. Just think all the time and money spent on Destiny when the servers go down, we actually have nothing. That's right. That's exactly right, that, isn't it, Stab? It's mad, isn't it, when you think of it like that? And you can say that for basically practically everything these days, from the films to everything. It's just all gone. Back in the day, we could hold it in our hands. Like a sausage. This is a phone, obviously. But you know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, well, there we are. Well, that's interesting. I'm going to go into the game now. So, what I'm going to do now, folks, is I'm going to go into the game. Oh, still downloading the bloody thing. Forget it. We'll just leave that there for a minute. Yes. So, yeah, we'll go into the game. I'm going to have a bit of a fiddle around, and then I'm going to go off and do my reset video then as well. But I might record a few reset bits and bobs on here with you lovely people, if you don't mind. Okay. Let's go and have a look at everyone ranting about something or other on... Because, you know, that's what people do, is rant these days. On Twitch. Not Twitch, what's it called? X. But it's just what we paid last year, Avenger, really, isn't it? And I suppose, you know, you can buy the one and then decide if you want to buy the other one. Do you know what I mean? Right. That's crazy, that is. From now on, through launch, we'll be developing deep dives and twids to get you up to speed. Right, okay, that's fair enough. Just having a little look to see if we can see anything in regard to... There's Tiny. Mikey's in the bloody tower already. That's quite mad. There we are. And just as I thought, people have gone bonkers. People have gone absolutely bonkers. There we are. Fantastic. But I can't see anything talking about prices yet. I love the fact that Plaguelands is coming back. That's good. The digital game cards are physical games, but you buy that. Oh, right, okay. It's like buying a fancy gift card that lets you download the game. Right, okay. Kylo Ren, Vader, and Grievous skins. Oh, there we go. Right, I see them. I like the Grievous and the Vader skins. I'm not a fan of Kylo Ren, but I don't like any of the new films, really. That much. But I still loved how they looked, though. There we are. Everyone's saying Gordon Freeman as well. He does look like Gordon Freeman, doesn't he? So we've got something called... This is what we missed, because I was jibber-jabbering like an anus. Arms Week is a week-long event focusing on a single weapon archetype, launching alongside a new area in the tower, the shooting range. Bring your raid team to test weapons and builds with real damage numbers available to all players. So that's got to be... Here we go. Can I go here? Come on. Tell me. So it's tonight's download free. Yes, Stab. This is a free thing tonight. The Rite of the Nine, which they're kind of plugging as a prologue to Rite of the Nine. to Edge of Fate that's free for everybody. Yeah. I think what they've basically done with this is fold everything into one price instead of having a dungeon key and the separate seasonal keys and all that stuff, which is all just nonsense. I think what they've basically done with this is fold everything into one price instead of having a dungeon. Year of Prophecy, so that's the big one, is £84.99 here in the UK. And then the middle, so the one without all the stuff, but is all the content, $69.99. So that's the one most folk are going to go for, I think. Twitch is gone again. So, yeah, so it's going to be six. So that's the one most folk are going to go for, I think. Twitch is gone again. So, yeah, so it's going to be $69.99 for the stuff. For all the stuff without all the No Man Beyond. What's it called? The New Man Beyond, or whatever the bloody new exotic scout rifle is. Sniper rifle is. So, yes. So that's going to be it. $69.99 will be probably what a lot of folk will go for if you don't want the extra bits and bobs. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. Oh, I'm still getting a bit of a download here. It's coming down very slowly. Twitch is gone again. Is it still gone? It says it's connected. Shit. It's doing my head in this. It's gone again. Right, okay, seems to be working again now. That was a bit of a fart about there. Sorry, folks, in Twitch, it keeps on bottoming out on Twitch. I don't know why that is. Going for the Ultimate Edition, are you, Steve? I'll take the asteroid. Is there? Flatten everyone and have 100% kill. Yes, that's right. I've heard of Twitch drops, but this is ridiculous. Are you talking in game now, kids? Or are you talking about the pre-orders? Oh, I see. Right, hang on. Let's have a look then. Let's go to America. Now let's go here. I hope I haven't pre-ordered 65 of these now. Where's all the stuff? Right. Let's have a look. Right, okay. Oh, we've seen that. Right, okay. I raise my fist at you. Oh, it's in game. Right, okay. Cheers, Cole. YouTube is buffering as well. Well, it's okay at my end, folks. So there's something going on in the ether. Matty with him, thank you so much for the follow. The Mr. Steveman, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch as well. I do apologise. It seems to be happening. Everything seems to be okay at my end here, but I don't know. There's something happening out in the ether there. I don't know what that is. It won't let you do Rite of the Nine. There's probably a mission to start it, Mikey. There usually is. Usually is. We're still going on Twitch now, are we? Uh-oh. You're the second person to say that, Cypress. Uh-oh. Is there a cock-up? Not sure how I feel about this new character on Edge of Fate. Why is that, Robert? Do you not the design, or...? Well, he's from another time, isn't he? So he does look like... I'm okay. Oh, cheers, Matty. Good. I need to make it so you require legendary weapons. That way I can delete crap out of my vault. Well, see now then, it's butters. That new system they've got with the pips and the stars telling you how good a weapon is a good idea. That might be good. Do you know what I mean? Am I back on Twitch now, my lovelies? I'm just out here to do lefts of the 9. Hooray! It's a directions gag. Only found on Time Sausage's gaming channel, chat. It's not letting anyone do it. Oh, balls. Well, now then, see, I hate doing reset videos when there's new shit like this. Because I never know whether to do roll it all into one huge video or do 2 videos, one just about the rights of the 9. I'm going to do that tomorrow, I think. I'll just have a cursory look over it tonight, and then tomorrow will be about how to do it. Do you know what I mean? I can't stand it. Have indeed, Matty, yes! Since Des Tiny One, I've been here pugging away. Well, Chef Ronnie, I think as soon as you get the pre-order, you can claim it. As far as I can tell. Hey, Agent, how you doing? You're still on? I was taking a walk outside. I don't blame you. Smiley Lady said we were good at our job earlier. Yes, that's right. It is down at the moment, isn't it? Big time. Well, you know, I mean, that's it. It's like that's why they're doing it, isn't it? That's exactly why they're doing it. It's just going to be big engagement for them. Just go Star Wars, and everyone will go, quick, Star Wars. What? I don't care. Star Wars. You know? I'm just amazed that they pulled it off. That's what I'm amazed at, is that it's actually happening. God knows what it's going to be like. But I'm amazed that it's happening. How the hell did they manage that? Ow, my knee! Right, okay, Omega. Bizarre. Right, I'm going to go in here now. I'm going to start recording, and I'm going to take me off the screen like this. Oh, for God's sake, hang on a minute. Transfer back. Bloody smegging hell. Hang on. Hang on, wait a minute. It's all to cock. There we go. Transfer again without me. There we go, because I want a clean feed, you see. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring all you lovelies over here so I can see what's going on. And I'll take that over there as well, just for the time being. There we go. And you should all be here now, and we're back to normal. Which is what I like. Okie doke. Well, I mean, it's crazy. Right, okay, here we go. We have Rite of the Nine here. So we've got the 9 have issued a challenge to all Guardians. Will you answer the call? Complete challenges to earn a new title, shader, and dungeon exotics. So I was going to ask if you can earn the dungeon exotics. You can. Learn dungeon mechanics and earn loot through the new Explorer difficulty and collect adept and holofoil versions of powerful dungeon weapons. Free for all! Hey, Carl Davis, how you doing? No, the Star Wars stuff... Oh, here we go. Right, there we are. So the Star Wars stuff is being released on September the 9th. But that New Land Beyond and all that stuff, there's an instant unlock exotic there. If you pre-order now, you'll get it now. So you'll get that immediately. An instant unlock exclusive, so you're going to get emote, emblem, and ghost. I don't know about the Sparrow. None of that. I wouldn't have said so. The instant unlock bundle. Oh, so you get that Darkside Legends now, do you? That's see? See? So you're going to get the Darkside Legends bundle with an instant unlock now, which means you get Bilo Ben, Darth Vader, and General Grievous. That's my impression of General Grievous. Yeah. So you get that. So that, right, is going to get absolutely thousands of people throwing their money at the screen now. Absolutely thousands of people are going to be throwing their money at the screen. Right now, because they'll want it right now. I couldn't believe it, Dave. I couldn't believe it. I have no idea what they're like, what it's going to be like. Do you know what I mean? But I just can't, I still can't believe it's happening. See, I'm an old man, and when I was growing up, Star Wars was Star Wars, and it was its own thing completely, and Lucas wouldn't have it touch anything. My God, he took Battlestar Galactica to the cleaners because it looked a bit like Star Wars. Do you know what I mean? The old Glenn A. Larson thing. But of course, he's no longer in charge, and it is incredibly franchised now, isn't it? So they're obviously... I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised, because look at bloody Fortnite. They've got a big Star Wars event going in Fortnite right now. So I'm not looking at it from that point of view. I think, oh, well, I only just thought of that. Because there's a massive event going on in Fortnite now, isn't there? With shooty not Star Destroyers, TIE Fighters and X-Wings and all that shite. So there's loads. So there we are. So they're not basic. I don't know. It's just going to be stuff and an aesthetic that they're going to be borrowing. I doubt it'll be story related. Unless it's like a what if kind of storyline. Something that they don't have to make canon. Do you know what I mean? Because, I mean, you know, in the Star Wars universe, they don't have a chap with a fishbowl for a head or a banana running around in it. Do you know what I mean? So, yes. Oh my God, Matty. Still living. It's absolutely big and enormous. It's enormous. Right, anyway, there we are. There's that. Oh, look, it's my new ship from the chess game. So, well, right, what am I going to do first? Shall I record my, ooh, there we go. All right, that's the pre-order then. Let's have a quick look at the shop. Ah, bollocks. It doesn't work. Does that look different? Yes. So there's Rite of Nine there. I think the chess game will still be live Techian, yes. Right, okay, because everybody's talking about it. I'm gonna record my Eververse thing now for the video. Okay, here we go. Time to record things. Because everyone's talking about it and I don't want to spoil what I'm going to see. So, here we go. Right, everybody be quiet. I'm going to record things now. And now let's have a look at this week's Eververse store and see what we've got. My next Twingeon. Oh, I got an engram to decrypt there. What's that? Oh, a destructive wizard. I haven't seen that one. I'll have a look at that again. Okay, right, well, look at all this stuff. We've got Year of Prophecy Ultimate Edition. So, right, these are all the... See, now, yes, we've got a clandestine cargo set here. Now, this is all new, I imagine. Let's have a look. So, we've got... Let's go and look in here. So, we've got a Probot, it looks like. An Inferno Shell. Is it a Probot? For Ghosts Who Dream of Destruction and Sinners. Yeah, that's basically a Probot from Empire Strikes Back. Which is pretty bloody cool. Yes, we like that. What's this? Silent Vendetta. So these are like all influenced. I don't know if folk, because I'm doing this with chat here. But yes, is that like a design solely for Destiny, or is that a new, or is that a design that's come from something else? Because I don't recognize it, but I'm not up with the new Star Wars stuff. Stop hiding in chat. I can't see them. Oh, now this is, yes, this is that's Darth Maul's really funny land speeder. It'll look like he got in a rocket jet in Phantom Menace, isn't it? The Crescent Infiltrator. Yeah, I like that. That's good. It's still not turning around the center, though. It's going around an invisible center pole instead of moving in the center there, which is a bit strange. So there we go. There we are. There's that there. Anything else? What else do we got here? We got anything else new here now? We've got the Galactic Imperial set. We've already had that, haven't we? And there is the new stuff. Right, well, is that new? That looks new to me. Is that new as well? Oh, it was Kylo Ren's ship. Right, that's why I don't care. Right, okay. There's a network shell here. There we go. It's all very, Vexy. Do you know what I mean? Vexy. Sexy Vexy. We've got a partition recoil ship. I know I don't usually show you the silver stuff, but it's all new, so we've got to have a look at me. That is quite crazy looking as well. Very Tron-y, and that's quite nice too. And then here's the Sparrow, the Conflux Runner. Ooh, nice cubes coming off it there. There we go. Cool. That's nice as well. I like the look of that. Lovely, lovely. And I don't think there's anything else here. I've seen that. Well, I've seen that. These are all the newer things. New universal ornaments. Oh, my God. Now, then these, they don't show you exactly what they do unless you're wearing the pairing matching exotic with them, unfortunately. So there we go. There's those there. I'll leave those because we won't know what's going on. The Royal Protector set. Okay, we know what that is. And then you can buy these things individually. Right, okay then. Fair enough. Cool. Let's have a look at what we've got for our Bright Dust Malarkeys this week. We've got the Coppertone Patina. There it is. Look, I've changed my clothes, look. There we are. So you've got a bit of a patina on things. Yes, there we are. That's nice as the Coppertone Patina. We've got the Circadian Chill, which actually looks quite nice. It looks like I'm about to step on in a pantomime, wouldn't you say? Yes, huzzah! He's behind you, etc. Vitreous Entrance, Transmat Effect. That's a bit of a Vexy Diamond affair. We've got the Ratkin Ghost Shell. Okay, so this is to do with the... Oh, what's the name of that gun? The Rat King! Yeah, there we go. There it is. Glowy red eyes, quite like that. And we've got the Manicured Emote as well, which is quite nice. That's a blue emote, so that's 400 squiddly diddlies. It's a quick one, it's not an infinite one. Yeah, 400 squiddly diddlies for that one. Let's have a look at the Bright Dust stuff. Ooh, what's this? We've got the Rising Stars Dance. That's quite entertaining. Are they going to dance now? Ah, I thought they were going to do some groovy hip swaying. There we are. That's a good laugh. Yes, excellent. We've got the Sovereign Signal. This is an ornament for the Crown of Tempest, or the Patch Butcher headpiece. That's quite an old one, that is, isn't it? Yeah, Splicer. Yeah, there we are. Look, you got a heating ring on the top there, so you can boil a kettle. We've got the Wanderer's Shell here, which is a big chonky shell, which I do quite like. I do quite like that. That's quite nice, that. Yes, very nice indeed. Yes, good, good. We've got a ship called the Blight or Flight. What season is that? Oh, look, it's the Scalextrics looking one with the boing, boing, boing thing. Slot cars for our American chums, of course. Yes, there we are. That's good. I do quite like that. We've got the Overpacked. That's quite nice too. Oh my God, the Season of the Deep look. It's quite a nice aesthetic on that, isn't there? Wouldn't you agree? Nice aesthetic. Yes. There we are. Good. Lovely, lovely. Then we've got the Strider's Pinion. This is for the... Oh, this is new. Oh, look at that. That's with a Vigilance Wing. My God. That is beautiful. I'm buying it. That's great. I've got to buy it. How great is that? Okay, then we got the Explosive Projection, which looks like a brain, but it's a bloody... what do you call them? What do you call those stupid idiots? Screebs! There we go, we got Screebs. What else have we got? We got Verdigris Shader, which is a greeny shader, which you like green. That's for you. Excellent stuff. Hey, Chuck, thanks for the subscription. Lion's Pride. Ooh, that's quite shiny, isn't it? That goes quite well, that. JC Streamer, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I do quite like that one. That's nice. We got Gamekeeper. Let's have a look at that. Ooh, and that's a very driftery look, isn't it? Particularly on this set of armor. That's nice, that. Yes, I like that. That's the Gamekeeper. That's no, see, I thought that was new, but it's not. It's just it's old. Spark of Joy, which is makes me look like a Valentine's Day cake. Yes. Not bad at all. That's quite nice there, yes. We got the Illicit Transmat Effects. Which we've seen before. There we are. That's like a little ring. We've got the Twin Snake Effects. There we are. That's grand. Ooh, I always like that one, even though it's old as heels. And then we've got Up in Smoke as well. There we are. Great stuff. So there we go. That's everything we've got in the Evaverse this week. I spat everywhere then. There's nice. Sorry, folks, I was recording that there. Jay Streamer, I love your streams. That's why I followed you. I'd love to share some ideas to help you improve. Kindly add me up on Discord. Thank you very much for the offers, JC. Elizabeth. I keep on saying your name. There's Carol. Yeah, I don't think the prices are too bad, to be honest. That's a handy little price point. So it's $69.99 for anything that matters, really. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's a whole year of stuff. It's not bad. That's the price of a new game at the end of the day. In fact, it's 10 quid cheaper. So, you know. It's not bad. 60FT, hello, how you doing? Oh my God, Six, this ridiculous what's going on. They're doing a big Star Wars bloody DLC called Renegades. It's crazy. Yeah, I thought so, Carl. I'm going to get rid of it. I can't get rid of it. It's all gone from my screen. I need to stop with the bots. I'm too nice. That's my trouble. Well, sometimes. Well done for banning them, Carl. Lovely stuff. Excellent, excellent. Yes. So there we are. Well, that was the thing. So you said we got something going on here in the inventory as well. What's that? There. The Nonary Manifold, a mysterious currency that can be redeemed in eternity for rewards offered by the Nine. Though you can spend them as soon as you gain them, there may be greater rewards in store for those who are patient, or perhaps who's promised. So we've got a new, there's the new currency there, look. Indeedly-do. Orange Caramel Catalina. Okay, I will do so. Okay, so we've got that. I've got that in the bag. What else do we want to do here? Yeah, Eternity does look different, doesn't it? It's got that little logo in the middle. So it's 1 a week, look. So the dungeon is changing once a week. Is that right? So this is the destination for Rites of the Nine. Let's go and have a look while we're here. Haha, that's like Bants when the bots invade the stream. Boots has got them. My neck is still a bit buggered. What time we got? 6:30. Okay, that's all right. So let's have a look. So this is the Rites of the Nine. Am I the only one here? So this isn't a social space then? Oh, hang on now. Right, let's go up and see what goes on here. We'll get some footage for this. Oh, I love the look of it. Don't you love the look of it? What's this over here? That's a form of engram. Investigate. Hang on, I gotta take a screenshot of that. So we do we have like a social space, or this is just like the start of it? Where's me camera? Say cheese. There we are. Oh, hang on, something's going on. I didn't mean to do that. Here we go, kids. We got a cutscene.
The emissary brings you a message from the Nine. They put forth a challenge to the Lightbearers. A begrudging implement, a worn tool. Guardian, please. We ask, make known your value, so divided gods may wield you in time.
That was clear as mud. Hello, Mark. How are you doing? What's your problem, lad? Right. Okay. So that was just confusing. Look, there's something glowing up there. Right, okay, let's go and see her then. So she's the vendor.
Your battles paint a portrait.
Ooh. Right. Okay. So we've got bounties. Thundering ritual. Disintegrating ritual. Sunbeam ritual. Determined key. Hello, how you doing? Precise ritual and additional bounties. Okay. Oh, right. Astrograph. Acquired by earning the Rite of the Nine title. Seer requires Rite of the Nine Triumph, who watches, and we got calibrated. So what's that? Oh, there's 2 emblems there as well, look. It's a kite. And then we got quests. So, complete all encounters in Spire of the Watcher. Spire Ascent, Akelos, Persis, and Primordial Ruin defeated. Okay. And then we got First Watch. Complete all encounters. Okay. All encounters in Spire of the Watcher. Persis and Primordial. Okay. Complete all. Okay. And then we got an offering. Convert all curios of the 9 earned from Season 26 seasonal challenges into non-re manifolds, which can be used to redeem rewards in Eternity. So, there we go. So, she's forgot one of her socks. So, she's got... So, those curios of the 9, 11 of those. So, will I get 11 of them as well? And there's raid banners there as well. Okay. So, okay. Now, I wanted to go and see. So, these... Right. So, those are to redeem these. Somehow I got 1,500 of them. Yeah. So, I don't know... The curios of the 9, I don't know how many of those I've... Oh, there, I got 11 of them there, look. So I still haven't. Let's have a quick look at the season pass as well. And see. So we've got a week 14 there. There we are. So I didn't do bugger all last week. It's 30 a curio. Right, okay. So I've got a few to grab there. 2, 3... 4, 5, 5. So what's that? 3,000. So I should have 150 there then, is it? So 11 curios are 320 manifold thingies. Right, okay. Hit your feet. Quick, check a little pinkish. Okay. Where's this now? Okay, let me just grab this. Lovely. Okay, right, fine. So I'm not going to go redeeming anything yet because I'm doing that for a video, but then we've got all the weapons here, look, as well. This is what we saw on the... Uh-oh. It's a bloody cat. Oh, I see. It's an imaginary cat. Okay, so we've got attunements to the Prosecutor, the Relentless, the Wilder Flight, the Long Arm... We've got the Judgment, the Sudden Death, the Terminus Horizon, and the Attune Liminal Vigil. So they're Spire, aren't they, those three? These? Oh, no, they're all... Oh, no, it doesn't matter. They're not in order, are they? Attune, so the Greasy Lux. So these are... no, yeah, these are the other one, aren't they? Ghost of the Deep, they are, aren't they? So they are basically grouped in 4s, aren't they? To... The thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. So Long Arm, Wilder Flight, Relentless. No, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that. Right, okay. Yeah, it is exactly like the Into the Light, isn't it? The only thing I've noticed is that we've got no other folk in here with us. So I'm assuming... Accept a gift from the 9. Shall I open this gift and see what happens? This is 4 for each, isn't it? Yeah, so you're going to attune then. That's right. Put a sock onto it. Steady on side press. Wipe that brow. Okay. No, what I'm umming and ahhing about is... I think I should show the new area, shouldn't I? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop recording there. Did you say, yes, I did play that bloody thing and I forgot to pig and record it like an ass. I wonder if I go out and come back again. It'll be back there. Let me go back in. I didn't record the cutscene like a stupid idiot. Now it's gone for good. I wonder if I come in with a different character. Let's try that. Let's come in with me Titan and see what happens. Yeah, so I might record this sequence for a video now, folks, if you don't mind, because I'm streaming and working at the same time, if you know what I mean. Right, okay. So... Right, I'm just going to do this off the cuff. We'll see how we go. Hey, Patrick, how you doing? So, of course, with it being the Rite of the Nine, we've got a few new additions here to the Director, and particularly it's in Days of Eternity as well. So we've got the Spire of the Watcher dungeon. Now, these dungeons are going to rotate weekly from what we can figure out. You could probably got the other spots here for Ghosts of the Deep and for Prophecy. But then we've also got our little, well, it's not a public space as such, because, or a social space, because there's no other people in there with you. But if we click on here, we'll pop in and have a look. I'm pausing now, and I'm waiting to get on in. Here we go. Prepare for bollocks to be spouted. We're recording? We're recording. And here we are, look, in the Nine realm. Lovely. Lots of eggy, timer, sandy things going on in here. Now, as you come in, we've got, obviously, cool stuff going on. And I'm sure there's something up there, you know. I'm sure there is. But anyway, we don't know what's up there, really. We've got a little cutscene that we can watch here, and which you can investigate. And voila, le cutscene. What is it?
Challenge to the light bearers. A begrudging implement, a worn tool. Guardian, please.
I can cut me out.
Make known your value, so divide.
Ah, they removed it, did they? So there we go. I've got a new subclass unlocked there, but that's because I haven't finished my final shape on my Titan. Go away, notifications. Why? Go away. Right, so here we are. Now, we do have our new vendor, which, of course, is Orin. And if you watch the Age of Fate teaser, you know that something's going to erupt out of her innards a little bit later on. Why can't I... There, approach. There we go. So, you've got your typical choices of bounties here. Thundering Ritual, Disintegrating Ritual, Sunbeam Ritual, Precise Ritual, and all that. And we've got additional bounties as well. Then we've got rewards here. Now, these come from getting the title. So we've got the Astrograph Shader. Let's have a little look at it on my Titan here. There we go. There it is. It's quite, well, it's quite cool, actually, that. I quite like that. Then we've got an emblem called Seer. And we've also got another emblem called Calibrated as well. Then we've got quests we can fold into this week's, because it's Spire of the Watcher this week is the dungeon. So we've got the Spire Ascent encounter completed, the Akelos, the Siren's Current... What? Akelos, the Siren's Current defeated, and Percy, the Primordial Ruin defeated. So they're in the Spire of the Watcher. Complete all encounters to successfully clear the dungeon. And we've also got the same thing as well for this. So we've got a Wilder Flight as a reward there. And we've got the Long Arm, which is the reward there as well, which is very nice indeed. And then on the second page, we've got this. Now, these are... Well, we know what they are. They're just raid banners. But we've got this new currency called a Nonary Manifold Converter. Now, we've been getting these curios of the Nine through our seasonal challenges as we've been playing this last... I think it's been this last episode, hasn't it, basically, the Heresy episode. So you can convert your curios of the Nine here to nonary manifolds, and we believe it's 30 nonary manifolds per one curio of the Nine. So let me see what happens here. I'm going to buy one. There we are. I've got 320 of them and I've lost them all. So yes, there we go. So I've got all of those. Now those nonary manifolds, these are used, it looks like, to convert to rewards from the chest here. So that's how that works. We've also got another chest here as well, which gives you a gift from the Nine. Now, this was just saying this to me the moment I arrived, so I assume this is for everybody. So let's open it up and see what's what. I think what it is, last time, yes, I remember last time they had the Thunderlord and all that kind of stuff. Well, it looks like we've got something similar. It's the gift for the Nine, and we've got the Izanagi's Burden here. That's nice. And we've got an Aeon Safe as well. Boo! I don't think I've ever put one of them on. Weapons-wise, so we've got 3 weapons. We've got the Adjudicator, and that looks, yeah, that's nice. So we've got a, it's what you call that? It's a Masterwork version of it as well. So there's the Adjudicator submachine gun. We've got the Prosecutor auto rifle in there as well. And we've also got the Chain of Command machine gun. Ooh, nice. Now then, that Chain of Command machine gun, was that always in the prophecy? Or has this been prophesied? I don't know. And then we've got a nice set of armor. It's basically dungeon armor, is it? Yeah, it's the Coda armor from the dungeon, look. So you've got the Crushing Helm there. Very nice indeed. We've got the Crushing Guard. Nice stuff. Look at those shoulders. They're bloody enormous. We've got the Crushing Plate. Here's the chest plate. There we are. Nice. And we've got the Crushing Greaves. Lovely Crushing Greaves. And we've also got the Mark of Judgment as well. Yes, that's nice. Look, somewhere to cover your Bume Hole and your front nethers. So, a nice little thing of rewards there. Nothing else there, is there? That's just one page, just in case I'm missing it. Yes, there we are. So, we've got a free chest of goodies as well, which is lovely. And then, placed around the back, you can see we've got the weapons that you're going to get from each individual dungeon. So, we've got the Prosecutor, we've got the Relentless, we've got the Wilder Flight, and we've got the Long Arm. Now then, see, I don't know, these are probably all to do with Spire. But I know that this one then is the Judgment, and then we've got the Sudden Death, we've got the Terminus Horizon, and the Attune Liminal Vigil. So they're all spread, basically. They're not actually arranged according to dungeon, they're just spread around the place. That's a sidearm there. We've got the Greasy Luck, which is the Glaive. We've got the Cold Comfort, which is the rocket launcher. The Pacific Epitaph, which is a grenade launcher. And we've got the No Survivors SMG as well. So, there is everything that we've got. And when you look at the floor, it's utterly bonkers. I really hope there's other things going on here, because that up there looks a bit weird, like we could go up there. And there's another thing up there as well, look. Now, whether or not we can jump up there, see, this is instantly where my mind goes. I'm not too sure. I don't know. There must be something else going on here. There usually is. So there we go. There's our new social space. And new goodies for Rites of the Nine. I'll be doing a video on this tomorrow. A bit more in-depth about how we do the tuning and the focusing and all that kind of stuff. Bloody marvellous. There we go, folks. That's my Rites of the Nine bit done for the video. So next, Chain of Command was the ritual weapon from the old season when we got Solar. Yes, that's right. So it's not. So that's been prophesied, is it? That was never part of the dungeon loot pool, was it? It was a Gambit MG. Yeah, there we go, Omega. Right, okay. Audio's low. There we go. Right, okay, so I've done that. Next. What am I going to do next, kids? Let's have a look. I'm going to have a look at... What have we got? So... So it's the... What's that? The Lotus Eater this week for the thing. So I'm going to do... I'm going to do my lowdown of what's going on now for Pinnacles and all that. If you don't mind. If you stand in the mist thing. Oh, shit. Hang on, Carol. I'm going to add a little bit of an addendum. And we've just noticed here as well, look, we've also got something that looks like some kind of teleport, doesn't it? So I don't know what's going to happen with this, but this may be the thing that teleports us up there, perhaps. Maybe, yes, because, you know, because we teleported in down the bottom there. There we go, intriguing. There's definitely a few secrets tied in there, babies. Right, I'm going back to Orbit now, and I'm going to do all the weekly Pinnacle malarkeys, because there shouldn't be that much different there. Yeah, I was open, so, but I reckon if you, maybe if you meet some kind of, I'm going to change back to my Warlock, because I've gone further with my Warlock than anybody else. Ooh, excuse me. There's me Warlock. There's me Warlock. Right. Okay. Right then, let's have a little look at this week's Pinnacle rewards and all our different doodahs. Starting off, starting off with the Vanguard. Let's have a look here. Vanguard Ops this week. What do we have? We have Heavyweight. We've also got a Solar Surge and a Stasis Surge there as well. And we've got a Solar Threat. So that's your bog standard Vanguard Ops. The Nightfall this week. Let's have a little look. It's the Prison of Elders. It's the Warden of Nothing. What have we got for build crafting? We've got an overcharge on rocket launchers. And we've got an Arc Surge and a Strand Surge there too. As for Champions, you've got Barriers, Overloads, and Unstoppables in there as well. That's not usually the case, is it? And we've also got a Solar Threat there too. And what have we got in the adjustments? We've got Shielded Foes, of course. Standard Advanced Modifiers Gap. Yeah, we all know that crap anyway. I'll cut that bit. Now over to collections. And what did we just say it was? Here we go. And the Nightfall this week is the Rocket Sidearm, the Lotus Eater. Here's the standard version. And here is the Adept from the Grand Master. Okay. Gotta give people all the info. I have to do this every week like a ritual now. So Onslaught I usually do next. Let's go to the Expert. And here we are in Onslaught, the Expert version. Midtown is the map. Modifiers-wise, well, we've got the Tormentor on level 50. We've got an overcharge of machine guns and shotguns. And we've got Heavyweight in there too. Power weapons deal more damage and more ammo is available. Nice. And then we've got a Solar Threat. And, of course, all the Chump Neos as well. Did it say... Here we go. Right. And I've popped into Gambit just to check, and we've got increased Gambit rank this week. That'll be good for all 5 of us who like Gambit. Cheers, Mikey. And into the Crucible. So we got our 6v6 control. We have Rift on the 6v6 quick play. We've got Rumble, our normal competitive 3v3. In the labs, we've got Hardware Mix. And then we've got the Collision Slow Capture variant. Pass. I'm afraid I have Sledgehammer. Yes, I did Eververse first thing. But don't worry, the video won't be long coming out because I'm doing most of it on stream here now. Lovely. Piss, I'm doing it all the time. And into the Legends tab. What do we have here? The mission is the Starcross. That's the exotic mission this week. That gives you the Wishkeeper bow. Is that right? Yes, that's right. And we've got raids, the Pinnacle raid. So King's Fall is the first Pinnacle raid this week. And the other Pinnacle raid is Garden of Salvation. And Pinnacle Dungeons, we've got Duality here on... Where are we again? Totally forgotten. On the moon. Duality on the moon. Shit, I've done it again. Right. I do that kind of thing all the time. And the other Pinnacle Dungeon is the Shattered Throne. Now then, shall I go over this? I might do that, but I'll do that separately. Okay. Right. So I've done that. Right. What else can we do? Let's go and have a little look. I'm gonna do the challenges as well, folks. Which one? The Duality or the other one? What was the other one? Can't remember. Right, here we go. And, of course, we've got new seasonal challenges again this week. Week 14, we've got Dread Reckoning. Defeat Dread combatants anywhere in the system. Additional progress granted in Heresy activities. By Heart. Ooh, and the Pale Heart. I haven't seen that one before, have we? Anyway, complete patrols and all that malarkey there in the Pale Heart. That's got a Bright Dust reward popping off. Break combatants' shields with matching damage in Vanguard or Gambit playlists. We got a Bright Dust reward for that. Ethereal Might. Defeat targets with Arc Strand or Void subclass equipped in Gambit. Bonus progress is guaranteed for kicking Guardians, Fizzogs in, and Darkest Nightfall. Complete any Nightfall on advanced difficulty or higher bonus. And those last two are Bright Dust rewards as well. Now, it's worth me pointing out here as well, if you're struggling to get some of those Curios of the 9, this is where you get them from, you remember. You can get them from the seasonal challenges. So I've got about 5 to get, and I think we did, like I said earlier, we worked out you get 30 of the new Nano Doodah Malarkey thing for one of these. So yes, so it's worth probably targeting those in the next couple of weeks. But of course, all this stuff is going to be around now until July the 15th, when the Edge of Fate drops. Okay, that's that. It's going to stop recording there. Next, let's have a look and see if there's anything spicy in collections, shall we? So let's go to equipment. Is there anything new? Right, we saw that, didn't we? Network shell, I've been all over those. So it's only... yeah. So that's the one you had in the bundle, isn't it? That one. So we've already talked about that one, and we've already seen that one as well. Yeah, so I'm going to do a breakdown on that for the next thing, because I really want to get this reset video out as much as possible. I can't not talk about the Edge of Fate a little bit, but I'll do that after. And I got to talk about that Renegades as well, because it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I did, actually. What was it called? It's easier. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to do. I'm going to go to the tower first. Let me have a look. I might do me intro. See, somebody's no simple-minded I am. Hi, thank you. Put that in. Red Dog, thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Lovely stuff. It's funny how it dropped off all the time, isn't it? That Twitch thing then. Bizarre. Yes, I'm simple-minded as well, yes. Here we go. Now, I might... So I bought the Ultimate Edition, lol, and Darth Vader looks incredible. Oh, does he? Oh, that's amazing. I'm hanging on a minute. I am hanging on. Right. Is there anything extra here that I need to know about? Has nothing special happened anywhere else? Oh, does it? The app has a classified vendor. No, that's just crap from there. Oh, no, hang on, no, yes. I just got an Aid of the Shader to do in the tower. Let's go down here. I'm going to record my Aid of the Shader bit. Well, I gotta be honest, I did not expect all that stuff in the reveal. Limited time vendor stash. I tell you what that is. That's Orin. That's the Rites of the Nine vendor. It's got to be. That's who that is. The new vendor in Eternity. Oh, hang on. I've got a thing to claim here. Any more for any more? Oh, I got more synth coded, but I must have been doing things I just didn't even notice. There we go, lovely. Stop flashing. Right.
Hello.
And here we are with Aid of the Shader down in the bowels of the tower. And let's have a look at what we've got. Ooh, we've got New Age Black Armory again. We've only had this about 58,000 times. So there we go. It does look quite nice there, actually. Ooh, it's quite cool going down the side of my face. Watch that now. Ooh, I like that. That's nice. There we go. New Age Black Armory there. We've got the Echoes of Io, which used to be really rare, and now it's not. There we go. Yellow and white. Lovely. Look a little bit like a custard, not a custard cream, a custard slice. Yes. American chums, you may look that up on the interwebs at your own discretion. And then finally, we've got the Dead Orbit Vision. If it's camo, I'm going to puke. Oh, no, it's all right. It's green, but at least it's not camo. Do you know what I mean? There we are. Great. I'm in a rhyme then. Right, I'm a twat. I didn't record any of that. Can't remember what I said. It's all just gone out into the ether. It's gone forever. It's terrible. I'm going to have to do it again. I do that kind of thing all the time. The amount of times, right, I've done a bloody Zer video and not pressed record, it's because I'm so eager to get it done. I don't know where my energy comes from when I do this. Because when I'm not up here, I'm like this. Huh? Right, here we go. Here we go. And here we are with Ada the Shader. I'll press record this time because I didn't earlier. First off, we've got the New Age Black Armory, which does look very pretty on my face. Watch the glowy red dribbly bits. There we are. Excellent. Yes, this isn't as common as it used to be. I mean, it is more common than it was. You know what I mean? And then we've also got Echoes of Io shader here. This used to be rare. No longer is it. No. Is that a lightsaber hilt there? I'm obsessed with Star Wars after the Edge of Fate reveal. Not the Edge of Fate, Renegades, and the Dead Orbit Vision here shader as well, which I am pleased doesn't have a bit of camo in sight. Very, very attractive, yes. There we go. Recorded that as well. Thank you, folks. Just having a solo mooch inspire. Explorer mode seems fairly chill. You get the new currency from doing shooty stuff. Really? Now then, yeah. Maybe I'm going to do a little bit on that as well right now, because I'm not going to run it, but I'm going to go in and just do it. Okay. Let me just record this. So we go here. We go into Eternity. That's the destination. Okay. Fixed power, no darkness zones, enemies are weaker, grants a bonus to damage when on a less than full fire team. Legacy dungeon triumphs cannot be progressed in this mode, and the dungeon's exotic weapon will not drop. So, it's definitely a training wheels. Then we've got Explorer Match Made, so you can go in with a fire. So that's a solo version, there's a match made version. Right, okay, I'm gonna hang on, let's have a look at the rest. I'm gonna talk about this briefly. Eternity mode. Piss. Smeg. Alright, test yourselves against greater challenges. Eternity mode dungeons offer standard rewards. Power disable, combat difficulty 3 out of 4. They're maximize your loaders builds. A more challenging dungeon, completing an encounter with fewer deaths grants better rewards. Initial exotic drop rate boosts 1. Combat adjustments, brawn, randomized banes, shocker, shielded foes. And then we've got ultimatum, which is obviously ridiculous. Hang on. I'll get it right one day. Okay, I'm going to record this as well. Right, okay. No, afraid not, Kaylee. You can't do anything of that kind. They've basically stopped it doing anything like that. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to start again. Now, each week we're going to have a new dungeon with the Rite of the Nine, and this week it's the Spire of the Watcher. You can see we've got 2 placeholders there, which look like they're going to be for Prophecy and for Ghosts of the Deep. And when you select it, you go into here and you grab the different difficulties. So we've got Explorer mode. So Explorer mode, dungeons in a lower pressure environment. It's fixed power, no darkness zones. Enemies are weaker. Grants a bonus to damage when on a less than full fire team. Legacy dungeon triumphs cannot be progressed, and you can't get the exotic by doing it this way. But there is also a match-made version of that as well. I shouldn't have pressed that button. Also, we've got Eternity, so this is kind of bottom, well, second to top, really, in the difficulty stakes. We've got mode modifiers, so obviously you'll be able to get the exotic doing this. A more challenging dungeon, completing an encounter with fewer deaths grants better rewards, and then there's a boost gained initial exotic drop rate boosts. Now, I wonder if that's down to completions. We'll have to get a bit more clarity on that, but I don't know yet what's going to increase that. Because we've got a little 1 after the colon there. Usually number 2 comes after the colon, but we got number 1 there. So I assume maybe the amount of runs that we do or whatever boosts that. We'll have to see. Combat adjustments, so we've got Brawn, your health is massively increased, but does not regenerate. That's a bit of a bum. We've got randomized Banes throughout it. We've got Shocker, so when defeating goblins, they spawn arc pools. Shielded foes, you will face combatants with arc and void shields there. And then finally, we've got Ultimatum. Now, this one, what have we got for extras here? So we got the Ultimatum mode, the most challenging dungeon, completing an encounter with fewer deaths, grants better rewards, and this one awards the adept weapons too. We've got not swapping this, so swapping exotic armor or ammo type in the kinetic or energy weapon slot drains all ability energy. Right, okay. So there's a penalty to that. That isn't too bad. We've got the Ultimatum from the 9. This activity is set at a fixed difficulty. And then we've got the boosts gained there as well. And then we've got combat adjustments. Scorched Earth, so enemies throw extra grenades. Randomized Banes, you've got Galvanized. Combatants have more health and more difficult to stun. And then we've got Shocker and Shielded foes in there as well. So Ultimatum is going to be the most profitable way to do it. But if you're new to the game or you want to have a little look around the dungeons and get used to it, you can see that Explorer could come in very handy, yes. There we are, folks. Thank you very much. I recorded that bit too. Lovely.
Goblins. Let's go and toss them off.
I can do a good impression of me, can't I? God, what an egotistical git I am. Right, where are we? What else shall I do? We haven't got anything else extra there. I'll do the weapons and everything later on, I think. So, yes. So, I think I am done there, folks, for this particular stream. Yes, indeed. Let me come back to just chatting now. Hello, my lovelies. How are we doing? Thank you for your patience watching all that stuff as I record my my video. So yeah, I'll be popping that out now in the next hour or so. But you've already bloody seen it, so what's the point, eh? Yes, indeed. That was good fun, that was. I enjoyed that. I loved the reveal. I thought there was lots of interesting stuff there as well. I still can't get over there doing that massive Star Wars crossover. That's going to help. And she said as well, I've been thinking about this, she said it's what's happening in Edge of Fate sets up this kind of a thing. So are they going to be doing a themed DLC every year? You know, with, I don't know, perhaps another Coronation Street one. Or a Knight Rider one, that would be great. Or a Cagney and Lacey one. That would be great, wouldn't it? A Cagney and Lacey Street-themed DLC. I'd bloody love that. That would be good fun. Yes, indeed. Yes, so I was going to say tomorrow night, folks, Destiny 2 stream, it'll be Rites of the Nine. So we'll be running whatever that bloody dungeon is. What's it called? Spire of the Watcher. So come on in, and if you want to have a run tomorrow evening, come and pop your name down, and we'll do as many runs as we can in the evening to see what goodies we can get, eh? Yes, that will be fun. So yes, there we are. So yeah, so tomorrow night, 7:30 for that. Look forward to that. Friday morning, I'm going to be doing something else. I don't know what. I'm toying with a few ideas yet, because Friday mornings are always a bit different, aren't they? Yeah, so keep an eye out for, I'm going to be doing, I think I'll do some guides on the dungeons as well and things like that, you know. So yes, there we are. Lovely stuff. I want to thank you all for watching the Cobbles this evening. Thank you so much for, you know, keeping me with your company. It's very kind of you. Mikey G, lovely to see you. Thank you so much. Tortured Soul, lovely to see you. Theo, thank you so much. Carol, lovely to see you, Carol. Take it easy. Jawa Jedi, thank you, sir. Very kind. What do you say? I'm thinking the Dungeon Renegade. Will we Star Wars? Yeah, probably. Call, yeah, definitely. Agent Zarkov, good evening to you. And good evening, I mean goodbye. I'm off now. Yeah, and there we are. Cool. Omega Days, lovely to see you. Thanks so much, Chef Ronnie. Thank you. Sesame Street theme. Yes, I'm for Big Bird. Patrick Stout, cheers, Patrick. Take care. Have a good one. Jono, thank you so much. Have a good one. See you soon. Cyberus, thank you so much indeed. Have a good one. Death Knell, thank you so much. Take care now. Sledgehammer. Cheers, Sledgehammer. Thank you, man. Lovely to see you. Lovely stuff. Venger, cheers, man. Hope you're doing good there. Kaylee, thank you so much. Lovely to see you. Six, lovely to see you. Zoran, thanks so much. Have a good one. Stash Burns, have a good one. Brian, cheers, Brian. Thanks for watching, man. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing good. There we are. Lovely stuff. And I'm going to go home. I'm going to go and make a video now. Steve Flameslinger. Cheers, Steve. Thank you so much. Have a good one. See you all soon. Right then, guys. That's me off. Take care. Sausage.